So, even though they all say the same, everybody can open their envelope and...
It's from the king.
Wait, should
Stamped
we...
from
should
the king.
we audio... Is everything recording right now?
Yes.
You have to ask him, remember? We're recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the opening.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
I just want to make sure we're recording.
Did you handwrite these?
No. I think you know.
This is my first time ever opening a sealed letter. How do you
At what, like 5 o'clock last night, I was just like, Caleb, I need your help.
It was perfect. Expert burning, my man. These look fantastic.
Ooh.
I only set a fire alarm off once.
Did you really?
Yes. And then I was like, I'm going to move to a bathroom and turn the vent fan on. And no more problems after that.
Oh my god.
Robert Redfield.
Yeah.
Nice. Like Robert Redford.
Cool, very cool, very cool.
I have all of my characters are named too close.
Are you like the Peter Parker, J. Jonah Jameson? Like,
Yeah. A lot of them have like ties to actual other characters or people. Alright, so everybody read them?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Well, do we have any questions before we get started?
No, but I'm going to do a quick video for our Instagram story.
Okie
I'm
dokie.
trying to think of interesting questions.
Yo, Ben Dog. There
What
we
up,
go.
gang?
you on camera.
Damn, Eric.
What up?
In the hot seat.
Oh, it's me.
Let's. Interesting question.
It's
No,
a me.
I think
It's a me.
we're good. I think I'm good. As long as you set the
We're gonna
set
try.
the stage for
We're
us
gonna
here,
try.
John.
Don't forget to get the audio to play for us.
The audio to play.
The
Where
intro
is that?
audio.
The intro song.
Yeah, where is...
Oh, it's on my computer. I just gotta play it. You just have to turn that down. Whenever you're ready to start, you know.
Yeah. Do I have any more questions?
Okay, then before we like start, take it easy on me.
Be merciful.
Vice versa.
Be merciful.
No mercy shown.
And I will reciprocate.
Will you?
I tried to play test as many of these things I'm doing tonight as possible to see how it would pan out, but without cold hard character stats, it's a little hard to balance it properly. So, if things go south, we'll work with it.
Got you, dog.
I'll be fine.
So yeah.
Hey man, I believe in
And
you.
if nobody's got any questions,
Hold on a second. I need to put threesome
have
in
an
quotations, otherwise this looks like a very strange story post. Threesome with DM Eric. Here we go.
3/maybe a fourth.
It's like the Mighty Nine because there's 5 of us. It's like, what are you doing?
We actually got rid of Benji.
He didn't make the
Well,
cut.
now it's a foursome.
He's been replaced with a laptop.
Hey, it's the threesome, maybe foursome.
There's an AI running his character.
You got
right now.
new chonkers.
Yeah.
All right.
I was in
Oh,
a
Lord.
consignment shop and I found
What?
wooden
Oh, Lord.
giant
Here she comes.
fixes, or I guess like just.
I have some in my
I know, I
car.
got a new sticker for my
Yeah.
laptop.
I was so
Four.
close.
The
Yeah,
raccoon?
so close to buying
Yeah.
them, but then I was like,
That's
they're just
amazing.
D6s.
I'll bring them in here.
Nice, do it.
I don't know why they have those part of the giant Jenga set I got from Oak Grove when they closed.
Ah.
So I was like, I can't throw away dimes. All right, you ready for the theme song, sir?
Yeah. I just need to figure out how that's the best way to do it.
Slow fade.
Eric's
Slow fade.
also learning how to use Apple tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is Crash Course in Apple.
All right.
Shout out to the person who really made the song.
And we're back.
Cue the organ.
Do the organ player!
Alright, so if everybody's ready,
Let's do it, dog.
Let's go.
watch me panic read this.
Nice.
Nice and easy, nice and easy.
Take it
All right.
Nice and slow.
nice and slow.
So, we begin our story tonight on the docks of the bustling city of Port Elias in the Isles of Flaundrane. A light wind blows gently, falling rain against candlelit windows. Many houses lining the streets of Old Town. Known only to the oldest of locals as Oriel's Landing. The candles give this part of town a disturbingly inviting feel this dark evening. The streets are ancient, made of cobblestone and brick, with the tracks of thousands of carts carved into the ground. The old wood and masonry houses standing as effigies to ages long past. Paths leading randomly out from this part of town form newer alleyways and fresh roads that stretch through tendrils out into the countryside. Past the wall, into the newer and more modern brick structures of the Northern Ward. The walled-off homes. This area is the walled-off homes of the wealthy elite. Port Elias is considered a free state, comprised of one of the highest diversities of races and ideologies in all of Emora. It takes no side in the affairs of Emora either. The local government and standing militia all preach only of caring for trade. They consider themselves a director of goods and a means for travel to cross the Great Sea as a waypoint, is like the in-between point. They home the forces of many different states, all pledging alliance to different leaders, out of simple hospitality to all, taking no sides. Port Elias is a bustling and beautiful city of trade by day. Its bazaars filled with passengers Its bazaars filled with merchants and locals eager to sell their goods to the many trade ships and passengers that pass through the docks every day. By night, the docks, taverns, and alleys of Old Town are a sailor's delight. The sailors spend freely, boast of their adventures and riches fondly, and celebrate from their trips across the great oceans of the world of Emora, with their friends both private and public. However, tonight, a particularly bad storm rages off the coast of Port Elias. And all the sound effects. This storm driving many vessels, both private and military, to seek safe harbor in the natural port. One ship in particular just arriving in a rather violent manner. The sailors are relatively new to the trade of sailing. So finally, we find ourselves on the docks. The wind here whipping a bit harder than in town. Sailors yell from their ships to the men on the docks as they try to secure their massive sea vessels. "No, hold fast! On the bow before she tangles herself amongst the rocks! Push off with the oars, you fucking fool!" Massive crash is heard. "Damn it, Willie, you did it again!" One stranger amongst this crowd of sailors and longshoremen is a fresh face to Port Elias, just in after a long trip from eastern Raylith. He starts to walk down the gangplank seconds before it touches down on the dock, eager to disembark from this vessel, his face shrouded in a hood as he attempts to keep himself dry against the cold night. "I see you're eager to leave, Mr. What was it again, sir?"
Jules.
Jules. Well. It was good having you aboard, Mr. Jules. If you make your way up that dock there and head up to that building, one on the right there. He points to the visitor check-in, which would be disembarking from here, and he's pointing to this guy.
I was
right
so
there.
wrong.
I will surely do that.
You should find someone that can get you checked in, and well, you know, you're not from here, so we do need to keep track of your comings and goings. So if you could just make your way up there, that would be excellent.
That direction over there.
Yes, right at the top of the docks, you can see that building right there. It's
I got it. I got it.
okay.
Thank you so much. What was your name again?
Okay, well, what is my name?
I like that. What? Okay, well then, it's a great name.
Oh no, my name is Billy.
Who?
Billy.
Billy.
Billy, you talked to me on the deck, like 3 or 4 times in a row when I was hurling over the side.
I seem to have gone through a bit of my goods. Sorry about that, Billy.
I could see that, Mr. Jules.
Well,
Well, this was a perfect time to find some more of your goods.
come again.
You know your well, you know when we partook of the goods on.
This is not what I'm about. Where are these goods that you keep talking about?
You know, just get up into town and just ask around, and you'll find the right person.
Okay. Don't do that.
Okay, well,
Toodaloo, Billy, bye.
it's been lovely. Best of luck to you.
I'm gonna look around and inspect my surroundings. Do I see any people of my kind?
Everybody's kind of sheltering as best they can because of the rain and storm and everything. It's kind of late. It's like 7 o'clock.
Okay.
You got in at like the last minute.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna have to go talk to this guy, huh?
yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna head up to the guy.
So,
Good.
Yeah, you know.
go find it really quick. So as you make your way up to this little hut, it's got like a faint little light in it, and somebody's still in there, you know, finishing up his paperwork.
Hello. How is your night going, sir?
This gentleman looks out this little door, and he's just like, "Can I help you?"
I seem to have been turned around a little bit. I'm looking for the one-eyed serpent.
Oh, the one-eyed serpent. Well, that's the tavern up there on the hill. Oh, it's not, I guess it's not really much of a hill. It's more of like an embankment.
Well, that's lovely. I'm just gonna thank you, sir. Here, have a button.
I have a button. Well, I'm actually going to need your paperwork. You know, from wherever you're coming to where you're going.
Yes.
Did you, by chance, leave it on the ship with you?
Yes. Let me go get it real quick. But keep the button.
Well, okay. And he takes the button and he puts it down and he's like,
When you set it down, it goes, "You're beautiful."
so are you, sir. So
What?
are you.
Oh, I didn't say it. The button said it. Let me go get my papers. I'll be right back.
So this dock master just kind of like, he's like, oh, and by the way, sir, I'm probably leaving in the next 30, 40 minutes, so, you know, you should hurry up with that.
Just a jiffy, no problem. Can I just, like, run away? I don't have any papers.
That's staying in your
Yeah,
mouth.
you want to get to the next...
Yeah, just, like, kind of, like, slip down in, like, an alley or, like, dodge in between ships.
So if you left, so that's the little check-in. If you slip down here, you would have either to go back on the ship or get up on any of these. And these are just guards that are walking back and forth.
Wait, where's our dudes?
Yeah, can I see my
We're
little,
not on there.
my little guy?
Not yet. Okay.
Hey.
Okay, there it is. I was like, wait.
That's what I
where's
was
it?
thinking. Yeah.
Jules.
There he is. There he is.
It's a fucking cat.
Got a turtle on his back.
He is.
Is it
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember him being a turtle.
Yes, it is. It is.
It's got a turtle back there.
Yeah, can I just, like, sneak into this building right here?
Which one?
Is that a building here?
That is like a
dock?
sort of. It's like where they offload all the boxes of like goods and food and just whatever's coming off the ships. They offload it onto this thing and then they carry it out on the carts.
Yeah, it's eye level with me, or is it like I jump up on a platform?
It's a pretty good jump, probably
Hobbit.
10-ish feet, rock wall, up to the actual, honest to God, like streets of Port Elias.
Do I see any like boxes or easier ways to get up there instead of just trying to jump?
And it's pretty much just it's a straight wall down.
Oh, it's just straight down?
No, I mean all the way down. It's like, so this edge where this wood thing is,
Yeah.
that's like a step. Like this, all this rock up here is like a 10-foot climb. So I don't have like stairs at either end, but there'd be like stairs up to this nice little
Gotcha.
guardhouse, and there'd be stairs down here to that thing.
Gotcha.
And then to get up here, like all the goods are lifted by like big crane pulley network thing.
Alright. I'm gonna like slowly walk back to the ship and then just kind of take a piece of parchment out and just like scribble jewels coming from Kumalai to Flaundrane, Port Elias for alchemy.
So you're gonna scribble it on just a random piece of paper, or your invitation thing?
The back of the invitation.
The back of the invitation.
Let's go with the chaos.
I already love this party.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back.
You're gonna walk back to the.
Here you go, sir. Here's my.
Katarina was going to hate this.
So
You always gotta
the
have
dock
one
master
serious.
takes us, and he looks at it, and he's like, "It's wet from the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Ink's kind of all fucked up," and he's looking at
Yeah,
it.
how'd you use a quill?
My turtle shell.
And he's
Hey.
like, never seen one like this before. So Rylith, they issued this to you in Rylith? It's not even on waterproof ink. It's just running everywhere.
It was a really busy day, and I was trying to help out the dock master, and it was really rainy then too.
Roll a deception check.
Please do. Please roll this man.
First roll of the game?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Let's go.
Where is he?
I think it's going to be over 10.
What if he rolls better as a player?
I think that 20 right here.
What
do you think, Kristen?
Over 10.
Okay.
But it would be awesome if it was up 20.
Oh, it's alphabetical. I always forget that. Nice. 12.
Easy. Easy Dave.
So the dock master looks at this piece of paper and he goes, I've seen some pretty shady things in my days coming off these docks, but this takes the cake there, Mr. What's your name?
Jules.
Mr. Jules. Well, we don't just let anybody into Port Elias without paperwork.
I was invited.
Looks at it and is like,
I didn't think that was important. Can I have that back? I forgot what it said. Thank
It
you.
says you're under the audience of Mr. Robert Redfield.
Oh yeah, that big word.
That name does carry weight in this town, so
Oh shit.
Look at that.
I'm ready. Does that mean I get to walk in?
you go find somebody from that ship that can vouch for you coming here legally, and
You have a hell of a time.
we'll issue some new papers to you.
I'm glad you have that button. And, all right, I'm gonna go back.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go look for a captain.
Doc Master just leans back and says, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna adjust my loose clothing. I have like drapes of cloth, not really clothing. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look for a captain. Where's our captain at?
So the captain would have already retired to his...
There's no one on a boat.
No, there's boat, like, dock hands, but there's no... Like,
Anyone?
captain has retired. You can go try and, like, get the captain if you want.
Fuck.
But he's not out on the deck. He's gone to his quarters, and...
Is there anyone that will vouch for me on this boat?
That's somebody you've already talked to.
Oh fuck! I want to talk to one person.
By this time, gentleman comes around the
Oh, fuck
corner
Billy.
of the mast, and he's like, "Oh, Mr. Jules, you're back."
Billy! Billy, I need you. I can't leave.
So easy
What do
to
you
forget
mean
you
you
lost
need
the
me?
sauce.
Jules, what do you need me?
The Dark Master doesn't believe that I'm a good person, and so I need you to vouch for me.
You seem like a plenty honest man to me.
I gave him a button, and he didn't appreciate it.
A button.
I guess I am not trustworthy.
Well, you passed me some coin, I can vouch for it.
About 5 silver.
He looks at you,
I have another button.
Oh.
and he sizes you up a little bit, and he's like, yeah, that's probably all he's got. 5 silver. So Billy's like, fine, 5 silver would do.
You don't want the button?
I've got quite a mini button. And he's like, looks down at his like rain cloak cover thing.
I'm gonna reach in my turtle shell, pull out another button. This one matches, and it glows in the dark.
Oh, okay.
Take it.
Yes, but
Thank you so much.
You're gonna need that 5 silver.
Oh, right. I'll take the 5 silver. Here you go.
And Billy like just takes it, puts it in his pocket, and he's like, okay, well, where's the gentleman that's giving you the worst time of your night?
That's the Dark Master. He's right over here.
So Billy follows you
Yeah.
over to the dock master.
I got one.
Oh, look, you're back. No,
Billy here.
so who's this gentleman with you this time?
We were on the boat together. He can vouch for me.
Is that the case, sir? And Billy looks at the dock master and he's like, yes, I've ridden with this gentleman for about 3 weeks now. His name's Jules. And Billy hands him his paperwork and he's like, yes, I work on this ship over here. It's in port for the evening. It's undergoing some repairs that damage it took in the seas. So the dock master looks at it, looks at the paperwork and kind of flips it. Ink's not running off of it or anything. Ah, okay. And he looks at like the different ships that are on the ocean and matches the name up to the ship. And he's well, Mr. Billy. I suppose if this gentleman gets into any trouble, it's going to be your responsibility. I won't. Or Mr. Radcliffe's responsibility. But you may pass as soon as I write you some new papers. He's gonna
nice.
go about and put your name on there and put your destiny or ship origin on there, and that you're currently staying in Port Elias for an indeterminate amount of time.
Marvelous.
He's gonna hand that piece of paper over to you.
Thank you. And put it in the turtle shell.
Oh, Lord,
Well,
son.
Mr. Jules. Well, do you have a last name?
No, but sometimes I'm called Deuces.
Deuces. Okay, well. This dock master's kind of thinking to himself, it's an odd name.
He's an odd fellow.
References poop. So, well, Mr. Jules,
Why does everyone say that? What? Right. What was the one-eyed serpent again?
where is it?
Over the hill, that's right. Well,
Yes,
sir.
the one-eyed serpent. It's going to be up on. You go up these stairs right here. He points to the big staircase leading up to the street level. So you go up on that main street. You're going to see the offloading market to the right,
Offloading marker to the left.
and then you go past that. You're going to see the bazaars on the left.
Look for a pizza joint.
Mr. Jules, are you paying attention?
I'm listening.
It's quite a confusing sentence.
No, keep going. I got it.
Okay, well, you're
I feel
going
like
to
I've been
see
here
the
before.
bazaars on your left. You're going to see the
eyeballs
market.
on the left.
Ooh.
Going to see the market
Ooh,
on your right.
no.
You cannot miss the market.
Go on, Mr. Market.
So once you pass the market, you're going to hang a right and go down that street. And then you're going to see the entrance to the one-eyed serpent on your left.
Sounds great. I got it.
Are you sure?
I wrote it down.
Well, I'll be here for about 15 more minutes. If you get lost, I can feel free to come back.
Go home. I got this. It's
Okay.
fine.
Take the night off.
Relax.
You're good. You're good.
So this gentleman goes back to his little not guardhouse, but like his little office, and you start to make your way over into this area.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to that area, but I'm gonna try and duck into like some cover real quick. Cause my joint went out, so
Oh,
I gotta light my facts again.
the ring.
I'm gonna duck and
Okay.
Roll a dexterity check.
Drug addict.
Facts. They're all over. It's an epidemic.
Mm-hmm. It's a huge problem.
15.
Big.
15.
Yeah.
So you just barely succeeded in relighting your joint without the wind or rain blowing it out. But you do burn your finger just slightly.
That's normal. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Can I make a perception check. Am I going in the right direction?
Perception check to like figure out where you're going, or do you want to make a history check on your directions?
I want to make a perception check.
Okay.
I like the history check option.
No, that's not good. That's no good.
I actually do like history.
Oh,
7. Oh, no, 10. Sorry. Bad.
All right. So yes, you're a little lost. You've managed to wind up on top of the market.
hey.
Not sure how, but we're there.
So you just saw stairs and you just kept going. And now you're on top of this market and the wind's really whipping up there. It's a mess.
Everything the light touches is yours.
So make one more dexterity check.
I like this music.
Yeah, the music's lit.
8.
Hey, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
All right.
Me, oh my.
Let me see here.
Yeah, you're gonna need it, buddy.
Yo, he didn't even swallow.
Spinners are quitters.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
So you get up on top of this market, and you're kind of a little confused. You're trying to keep your joint lit. While the rain's just all whipping all over the place. You're gonna intensify that rain a little bit. Make it intense. So yeah, about this time, your cloak kind of wraps around your foot, and you're kind of precariously balanced on the edge of this market. And next thing you know, a big old gust of wind comes whipping between your legs and just rips that cloak around you, and you lose your balance and you fall flat on your ass.
Oh my god. How far?
About 5 feet. It's not far. Like, he's not gonna hurt himself. And you actually land in this thing and roll off of it and fall on the ground.
Assassin's Creed, Bale of Hay.
Yeah, pretty much. Right next to this.
And cast Bale of Hay.
Did my joint go out?
The important question.
Details.
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh no, you lost it.
Hey, that's not bad.
11.
Yeah, the DC was 10. I was like, let's say you can keep it one. You just barely made it. All right.
I'm gonna look to my right. Oh shit! Who the hell are you?
Yeah, so you land next to this guy, and he's kind of like shielded up in the corner, and he kind of startles a little bit. And he looks at you, and he's like, "Oh, that didn't look too comfortable."
Well, it wasn't too bad. I landed on my feet. I'm like, gosh.
And he looks at you like laying on your ass, and he's like, "Well, it doesn't look like you landed on your feet to me."
Perspective.
Respect.
I'm gonna stand
Well,
up.
he holds out his hand. And he goes, "My name is Dio.
Dio.
Dio."
Like a great musician.
Sorry.
Nothing.
Well, you look like absolute trash.
Duly noted.
And Dio's just kind of like, saying, well, I'll give you a description of Dio.
Let me adjust my tethers.
So His name's Dio. Just goes by Dio, no last name. He looks like he's half elf. He has kind of like a human face, but elven like jawline. You can kind of make out he's got some longer ears than a human would have.
Okay.
He's a little bit older for a half elf. He's kind of skinny, tall, has kind of an olivish, yellowish skin. But he's got like really like abnormally gold eyes. Like his iris is like very yellowish gold. He's wrapped in a very heavy tunic, just trying to stay warm in the rain. With a pretty large hood and an odd like hat that's kind of like off to the side. That's like the hood draped over it. And yeah, that's what's standing in front of you.
What are you doing here?
And he pulls open his cloak and he's like, I've
Holy damn!
yes,
Right.
I sell trinkets and odds and ends.
Right, I want some trinkets.
So when he pulls open his cloak, you see like little pre-rolls. You got little vials of different powders and different like liquids, all kinds of interesting things. As well, let me see.
Where's Brandon?
Too many characters.
That is Bren's good friend, Jules. That's his good friend.
He's also got this odd, like, wooden backpack. Like, if you've seen Demon Slayer,
Yes.
it's like the backpack that
Oh, yeah.
he keeps his sister in.
Mm.
It's kind of shaped like that.
That
But he
what?
kind of gives it a good kick, and you hear all these springs and poppings and, like, whirring noises, and it just pops open with, like, even more interesting, like,
Oh shit.
That's cool.
potions and like herbs and just like anything you can imagine to, have a good time.
Very nice. My turtle shell does that. And like unlatch it and open it up, and it's like shelves and shelves and shelves of
forgot
like
it did
tools
that.
and tools and
Yeah.
trinkets and potions and alchemy equipment and all that stuff. Latch it back. It's magic. Anyway, I need stuff.
He looks at the little joint you've got and can smell. He's like,
There's a lot I have.
"Well, I take it that you like the facts."
I do like the facts. I take it you have some.
So he looks at you and he's like, "Well, I have regular facts. It's 5 silver. It'll last you." He looks at you and he's, "It'll last you maybe about 3 days." He pulls open his other side, and he's got this like, it looks like Vex, but like a deeper, like whitish, like crystally, it's gorgeous Vex.
Oh.
And he goes, "This is what's called Bren's breath."
Prince.
And it's twice as strong as your typical Vex. You know Bren.
He saved me.
Well,
Or I
I think
saved
you
him.
could say
I'm-
he saved all of Imora with his Vex.
Oh yeah, you could.
Sure, for something.
However,
With his specs.
you could also say that I saved him, and therefore all of the world too. So, is there a hero discount for Jules?
I'm sorry, Mr. Jules, but I must eat. And procuring these things,
That is
not
fair.
easy.
How much is Brent's breath?
That will run you about 8 silver. But it is 10 times stronger than regular Fax, and will probably last you 6 days.
Oh,
I hope Bren learns making money off this.
Get
Next,
royalties.
I have
Yeah,
he kicks the little wooden backpack, and a special little drawer pops out with like a purplish vial. He says, "This is purple lace. It's very dangerous. You must be careful with it.
There's a chance to say purple rain.
what is it?
It's an inhalant. You pop a cork off of it and you breathe it in, and suddenly pain disappears. It makes you feel way better. However, it kicks you pretty hard the next day.
Lay off some too.
Sorry?
What?
So, purple lace, for 1 bonus action to inhale it. It gives you 20 temporary hit points for 5 rounds, but you instantly lose 20 health points when it wears off.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Use wisely.
How much is that?
Does it say that on there?
1 gold.
Ooh, it's
Worth it.
It's like a temporary healing potion, I guess you could do. Also, if that 20 health points reduces you to 0, you just go unconscious, you don't die or anything.
Okay.
And then the last thing, he kicks the backpack
Oh my
one
God,
more
there's
time.
more.
Sorry.
What?
And then there's this little vial with like little glass crystals, it looks like, in it. He says, "This is crimson glass," and it's like like a deep red. This is also inhalant, but you must be very careful. When you pop the cork on it, instantly the crystals just instantly dissolve. And you must breathe it very quickly, or it's gone.
Easy.
But Crimson Glass, for 1 bonus action, gives you an extra action for 1 round. So that would double your actions. Sort of like the fighter action surge. But the next round, the following round, it wears off and you suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
So, and then that one is 1 gold.
How much gold do you have?
2 gold left. Yeah.
Worth it.
It 100% is. Okay, I need some Brim's Breath. And definitely that last one, the Crimson Crystal thingy.
So that, well, Bren's Breath will run you 8 silver, and the Crimson Glass will run you 1 gold. So
I've got 2 gold.
you've got 2 gold. Well then, I've got change.
That's what I like to hear.
And he hands you 2 silver and takes your gold. So at this point, you have 2 silver left.
Yep. Worth
You
it.
haven't been
Oh,
here
you're
for
still
like
good,
10
though.
minutes.
You're
Didn't
still
even
good.
know the other people.
Oh,
You're still good. You got plenty of money, bro.
Oh.
about this time, Mr. Dio looks down at your hand and he notices your gold thing.
You're not
I
good
can't think of the word right now. What is it?
Parchment?
No.
Seal?
Invitation.
Invitation works. We'll go with
Envelope?
that.
Need the envelope?
Envelope. Thank you. I wouldn't say envelope, but invitation fits a little bit better.
Tomato potato.
Tomato,
He's just looks at you and goes,
potato.
"Oh, Mr. What was your name?
Jules.
Mr. Jules.
Oh, Dio. Yes, right. That's what I remember.
You be careful with the gentleman who sent you that. The last time I saw one of those, that man ended up on a missing poster about a week later.
Robert Redfield.
Sorry. No, not Mr. Robert. He's the one who sent you the invitation.
What? Right, but he's the one I should be wary of.
No.
No?
Well, you just be careful with what he sends you.
Mr. Dio, with all due respect, I did not get here being careful.
The next time you look up, like, he just is gone.
Why does that always happen? That trick. Okay.
So,
Feeling light on my feet, I continue the way to the one-eyed Willie. Or
so
one-eyed
before you
serpent.
get there, you finish talking to Dio and put your new treasures in your pockets.
Wait, what?
Did you want to do something first?
With Dio?
Yeah, I'm just moving you on to the.
Oh, no, I'm just going to store my stash in my turtle shell and move on. Covering my joint.
Turtle and a half shell.
Jules power.
So when he vanished, the air has like kind of like a almost like static electricity
Ooh.
sense to it, and it like to you, it just you just noticed it. It didn't really speak or anything.
Made my
to you.
fur go.
Yeah, your fur's kind of standing in a little bit, but yeah, there's no sound or anything. And he's just gone, and you just kind of sense like almost like your skin is kind of like you're in 2 places at one time,
Oh.
kind of thing.
Weird.
The fuck?
That does not always happen.
So yeah, we're gonna leave you with that
Okay.
right now. We'll come back to what happens to Mr. Jules.
Fantastic.
So, we're gonna intensify this a little bit. Hang
God, more. Ren rolled for rain today.
He did, yeah, well, I can roll for weather if you want.
Okay,
It's a new campaign though, so or,
I'm
you
not
know,
the
short.
GM.
You
on.
know,
All right. Yeah, we're not rolling for weather yet, but
Just let me know.
we're gonna have Red roll
God.
for weather the first time, regardless.
Okay.
So, say it as a so.
I got you.
So, as we look out over the churning sea from the docks of Port Elias, a faint glow from behind the sheets of blowing rain can be seen. The glow isn't dim or at all normal. It flickers every so often with sudden surges of brightness, accompanied by distant thuds and booms that can barely be heard from the docks through the wind. About halfway to shore, if you knew where to look, you would see a small rowboat bumping and churning with the waves amongst the storm. Donna, would you make a dex check?
Ooh.
You really turned the music down.
The rowboat. Oh no. My first roll is
Maybe one
true
more.
to me.
No, you didn't sage him.
That's good.
Oh, I didn't. I brought my sage. Just straight up dex.
Yep, just a dex check.
I hate dex checks. Can I do it with flair?
Did not expect you
Uh,
to come with that voice.
What kind of flare?
I don't know what I'm rolling for. I'd rather do it with acrobatics than
So
just dex.
your rowboat, is about to capsize in the waves or buck you or your partner from the boat.
Yeah, I'd like to leap onto the other side to try to like not.
You want to make like a acrobatics check?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Well, I already rolled, so I'll take that. So it's a 14. Oh, was it 15?
You fuckers. The check was a 13.
Oh, okay. Thank God. Thank God.
They have both beaten my checks by like
Hey, that's
one.
good.
Look, I rolled a 5. Okay, give me this, please.
Wow.
So, this little dinghy, well, I guess rowboat, bucks way up the wave, and then the two halflings in it, one of them jumps to the front and just barely manages to bring it back under control and down the backside of the other wave, while the other halfling riding in it kind of bumps up into the air, kind of hangs there for a second, and then another wave brings the boat up to him just in time, and he's safely
Oh, this is exciting!
pass. So,
Nice.
after the quickest of moments, the rowboat is pulled back under control. The tax galleon carrying Flaundrane's recently collected tax money finally dips below the waves, and the flickering light dissipates. So it's just you guys sitting out there in this storm. After about 30 minutes, the small rowboat bumps up on the shoreline, just out of sight of the guards on the docks, and out jumps a small, or two smaller than normal, humanoid characters. Both pull the boat up the beach as far as they can out of sight. I was thinking about holding my nose a little bit for this.
Do it.
Just because. Your accomplice and sibling, Nutter, wipes the salt water off his face.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't expected.
Oh, it was riveting, wasn't it?
You didn't say you would literally ruin them.
Oh,
I thought it was just a joke. I
no,
thought we were going to
the
take
details. It's all about just the adventure.
We were just going to take some of the tax money and vanish. And now there's a whole galleon that's gone.
Well, I couldn't expect that. Just, you know, people get so upset over the little things.
What would the family say if they knew we sunk an entire floundering vessel?
They'd say, look at all this gold. We could eat for a week. Even more.
I suppose this is another accident.
Oh, you know me too well.
Well,
No.
so
It's good though. I like it. It's,
Total
hey, you had me
sense.
sold on the character. Though. Oh yeah, I was like, go on. Like, keep going.
Nutter loses his shit, and he just throws his arms in the air. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. He picks up his little sash of explosives and throws it on his back, and he starts up the wall. That's like up into Port Elias. As he starts up the wall, you notice a soggy letter drop out of his back pocket, sealed with a golden crest. He hadn't spoken of it all day, all during your time stowed away on the ship you just sank. You pop it open and read. I suppose you already popped it open. Your eyes light up. Jackpot. But at what cost? Knowing exactly where the tavern is, it's referenced in the letter, you make your way back up onto the streets of Port Elias and head directly there. You practice your best Nutter impression, as it was his letter.
There's one
You're
I'm
working
already
on it.
practicing. Yep.
So you practice your best Nutter impression, and you kind of just give yourself a disheveled appearance. He's a little bit of a nutter, so his hair was always a little crazy. His clothes were always a little singed with explosives, and he's always smelled of gunpowder. So
Okay.
yeah, he's a little bit of a mess. Hoping that this meeting hasn't. You see this letter, and you hope that the meeting hasn't taken place yet. So as you walk to the tavern, you're greeted by a very welcoming and warm tiefling. He gives off an air of more than meets the eye.
Hello. I'm Nutter. Fucking hell.
Sure, keep it going.
No, she's trying to do it without blocking her nose.
So excuse me, it's gonna take me a second to ease into my British accent.
Oh no.
Good evening. So you look a little wet.
Well, it's raining outside. Haven't you noticed?
I'm assuming you just arrived here. Lots of ships incoming tonight, so especially due to this blasted weather, it's insane. What can we do for you?
I have a meeting with Mr. Redfield.
Oh, Mr. Redfield. And he takes the letter and he says, "What the fuck is that?" I'm about to just go in there and knock on the door and be like, "Can you stop?"
It's pretty loud over here.
Yeah. Sorry, let me.
Broke the DM's concentration.
Yeah.
myself.
I don't know how that is.
We're seeing neighbors.
They're throwing a rager next door, guys.
Or a Call of Duty session.
So yeah, he takes the letter. He looks at it. He sees Redfield's signature. He's like, it's the room in the back, straight back. And he points kind of like all the way to the back of the tavern. It's like obviously a long hall, and there's only like one room, I think, at the end of So
Thank you so much, my
that
good
very
sir.
back room. He was like, "Oh well, best of luck to you, ma'am."
Does he have anything of note on his person?
Anything of note?
Yeah, just
So
coin
we'll
pouches,
do-
baubles.
Baubles.
So
Not what Jules thinks.
this is the tavern owner. His name is Julius Santiago.
Julius.
He's a tiefling.
Santiago.
A tiefling with light red, almost orange skin. He's got like black, like jet black hair with silvery tips, like kind of like at the very end of it. It's kind of like slicked back a little bit, but very like clean and presentable. He's got snakebite piercings and rings adorning his horns,
Hot.
like gold and silver rings that kind of follow like all the way up his horns.
Hot.
What's the tavern's name? Sorry, I know I'm not.
The one-eyed
For my
serpent.
notes.
One-eyed serpent. It's on your.
One eye. Oh, okay. Sorry.
And he's got a lot of like tattoos all over his arm, like wherever you can see skin that normally like his sleeves are rolled up, and you just see like tattoos on his arms, and there's no like rhyme or reason to him. It's just he just kind of gets a little bit of everything. And let's see. Do you have any other questions about what might be on him?
Any buttons seem fairly loose. Any gold pouch in sight?
And do you want to make a perception check?
I guess. Yeah.
Let's see.
What you got done?
Not good. 11.
That's alright.
So
Come on.
you don't see too much of anything valuable on him. Like his clothes are very neat and like tidy. He's got like a vest on, and got like a tie. Just very clean clothes. Not really able to hide much. But you do notice kind of like kind of towards the small of his back under the vest, you notice kind of like a little bit of an imprint of something.
Imprint. Okay. She'll just keep walking.
So,
No, she.
do you want to peruse the tavern at all
Perusing?
before? Because you're
So I'm
basically
here?
yeah, you're basically at the very entrance, talking to the purple tiefling, which is supposed to be red.
Oh, okay.
He's
Just
a red
imagine.
tiefling then?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a very light red, almost orangish skin
I
color.
will absolutely love to, look around the tavern and see anything. See if there's any any full mugs, but like.
Any
on-
full mugs?
Yeah, any mugs on tables that I could just take.
So yeah, there's full mugs everywhere. Like, and you're watching Julius just walk between everybody like a very nimble, very skilled. Just like he'll see something almost spill and he'll catch it and give it back to the person, and he'll see an empty mug and just in one like quick motion, that mug is instantly replaced with a fresh one.
Okay, I'd like to try to swipe a full mug while somebody's not looking.
Okay. Make. Do you want to swipe from anybody in particular, or just off of a regular table?
If there's like an unoccupied table, but there's like a full mug, or just somebody with their back
Just one
turned.
hanging out.
Yeah, just
Yeah, go
one
ahead.
there.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Come on, baby. 17.
17. Okay.
Why are you mad about that?
Yeah, what?
Because I have high modifier, but I'm
You
rolling
chilling,
like
man.
shit.
You good?
17's good, girl.
17 is
So,
good.
yeah, amongst this crowd, yeah, you just walk right over. You grab one right off the counter. You do notice though that it seems like everybody's just kind of grabbing and going, just
Oh,
grabbing
okay.
mugs. And what's your passive perception?
Good question.
Oh, that's my, okay. That's something else. 12.
12.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you notice that not like people are paying at the bar, but there's really nobody like actively keeping track of who's drinking what kind of thing. So it's just kind of like a free for all.
Okay.
But yeah, you get your mug of ale. It's relatively still pretty cold. Anything else you want to do?
I will still, I will look around the patrons and again see for anything I could. I mean, I'm like leg level, I guess. so anything of snatching distance, gold
So you-
pouches and
You see a lot of it's just
trinkets.
it's just a big crowd of like sailors, like tradesmen. They're just with the various traders and general goods ships and everything. They're all celebrating. You see a couple of Azon soldier, like Navy soldiers, just kind of like standing off in their corner, and you see a couple of Rayla militia standing off in their corner. It's like they're all here, but they're not really mixing with each other. They're staying off to their sides, while all the locals and independents are just having a blast. On the Navy sailors, you don't really see much other than just like like daggers and swords on them. It seems like pretty much whatever coin they've got on them is just in their pockets. Like
Okay.
it's not like they've got bags of coin hanging off of them.
Okay, yeah, I probably can't get a coin pouch, but I would love to try to take a dagger from someone's boot, if anybody has a dagger in their boot.
Hit me up.
So yeah, you see like a younger lady that's dancing with a couple of sailors, and she's got like a dagger right on the side of her boot, kind of like a. It would be the perfect size for you to be like a dagger.
Ooh, yeah.
But
Snatchy.
yeah, it's like it's clearly she's like human, so it's kind of like her self-defense in the night kind of weapon. So yeah,
Does
you want to try and snatch it?
she look rich? Does like everyone in this tavern look rich?
They look pretty much like common folk. They're not really particularly rich or anything. It's just kind of like a meeting of everyone.
Okay, I'll still try to take it. Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Let's go.
I rolled the same thing, 17.
Wow.
Okay.
God.
So yeah, you
You literally didn't see my dice.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
you go over there and you kind of like dancing through the crowd, and a couple of people will see you, and you just kind of smile at them, and you act all chipper. And as you go by, she makes like one move, like to dance with her partner, and all of a sudden, you just, as you pass, just right off her boot and right into your pocket.
Right off the bed.
Sneaky snake.
So.
Alright, got another dagger. Okay. So yeah, as I skillfully just keep making my way to the back room, I guess.
Make your way to the back room? Okay. So, where is your... Okay, there's your figure. You were in a little rowboat, but then I realized I don't have an ocean to put you in.
Character
That's
looks
why-
good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is your little
bro.
skirt like patchworky?
Can I look up close? Yeah.
So, do you want to be in the back room? Or like...
This is what it's bro.
Well, that's where the tiefling told me to go, right?
Yeah, it's all the way in front back there. Where that the unoccupied table is.
Before I get there, is there any food on the table? Tables.
On any of the... Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
there's food everywhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she will.
And you hear the cook, who's a half orc in the back, just like, "I've been too much food." And you just hear like smashing and like meat chunks going into pots, and he's back there just kind of having a little rage fit over the amount of patrons there are and the lack of amount of him that there is to go around. So.
Alright, she will finish her mug. She'll just down it and put it on a table, and like both hands just like grab like just two things.
Just 2 pieces of food. So yeah,
Yeah.
you just grab like a turkey leg and
Perfect.
just like a roll, just like a little bread roll
Yeah.
from
Just
turkey.
bite out of both of them and on her way.
Okay. So you in the back room?
Sure.
Okay. So you get back there, and about this time, Julius comes back into the room, and he's just like, "Do you need any more drink, ma'am?
Oh yeah, I could take another.
And don't try to fool me with trying to look like a gentleman. I see right through that.
Did they say a gentleman on the paper?
Well, let's just say Mr. Redfield and I, we have an understanding, and I kind of know who's supposed to show up here tonight. You look like him, but you're not, well, for the lack of better phrasing, you don't have a one-eyed servant.
I don't.
You do.
And what does that mean?
Well, we sent that invitation
To
a
a nutter
specific
who I am.
person, and you are not that person.
How do you know that?
Uh,
Just because I'm a woman?
The last time I saw Nutter, he was missing almost all of his hair because he had just blown up his face. So,
I grow it really fast.
you must be related. Are you related?
I am.
The invitation
Who am
extends
on-
through your family.
Oh.
Come again?
That means anybody who, takes the invitation, we will extend our offer to them.
Can I see if he's bullshitting me? Or
Yeah.
if I believe him?
Inside check.
Yeah.
Inside check.
Inside check.
First inside check.
Why did I roll better for that? Which is.
Because it's more points.
That's good.
But I have a negative. So
Oh.
12.
12?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Julius is
You did it.
he's like the ultimate in poker face. If he wants to deceive you, he's going to deceive you.
Okay.
Like you cannot glean anything off of him. You can't tell if he's lying. You just know he seems like a really genuine guy. Like
Okay.
he's telling you the truth. But he's not really hiding anything.
She puts her arm on a chair or something. How do I know you're not just bullshitting me?
Why?
You're gonna get me in
what
trouble?
motive would I have to bullshit?
You're gonna throw me in?
Do what?
Throw me in!
No, we're not going to troll you in. And Julius just looks at her. It looks at you, and he looks at your mug, and he's like, "Fast drinker for your size." And he pulls one out
I've been
from
known to throw a few back.
his back, and about this time, he also pulls the dagger out that you swiped, and he puts that on the table, and he's like, "I've been in this for a very
Oh,
long
boy.
time.
I'm impressed.
My
Not many can do
patrons
that.
are very trusting. They come here because they know they aren't going to get fucked over. So, gutter snipes, I do not take well to.
Look, I need this. So,
You need what?
I need a win.
You need another ale?
if you're given one, yeah. But no, the paper, the letter. Look, my brother.
Oh, you need the job.
Yes, please. My brother, trust me, you do not want him. He is not the man for this. Whatever this is. He'll run in and blow something up. Yes.
Well, I can tell you, Mr. Redfield, he... I think I already fucked his name up.
No, you didn't.
That's Redfield.
It is
Redfield?
Redfield? Okay,
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say Radcliffe. So, anyways, Mr. Redfield would not have invited somebody along that he did not have a specific purpose for. So, if you're going to stand in your brother's position, I suggest you learn how to blow things up very quickly.
Look, I can't help it that my brother just disappeared into the thin air and he lost this letter. It fell out of his back pocket and I just grabbed it. He's very careless.
You didn't feel the need to tell him?
I didn't know where he went. He just
You're
disappeared. He didn't tell me where he was
You're-
going.
You're taking his mail. You know that's a federal offense.
It was already open. I didn't open it.
Then how... He looks at your invitation. It was not open.
No, it was open.
He's gonna look at your fingers, like he'd snatch your hand and look at it and be like, I suppose. And he just kicks back a little bit. He's like, would you like one more beverage to hold you over? I must get back to my guests.
I've already said yes. I would like another.
You're such a sassy little thing. He's going to love you. And he like
You
slides-
people are all the same. You and your hoity-toity jobs, and you just think you're better than us because you're taller than me.
Try being a tiefling in the rest of Imora. And he walks out. And it's about this time that
Mic
you've
drop.
noticed there are a lot of tieflings hanging around this town.
Hey.
Tiefling heavy. Safe haven, some consider.
Tiefling Haven.
Could
I
say
tried to
that
say it, I'm
aggressively.
like,
Good say that.
So, yeah, and we're just gonna leave with you hanging out in that back room.
Pondering my decisions.
Let me find one more, the next intro. Alright. So we're gonna come over here to Kristen.
Oh shit.
So, you've been walking the streets of Port Elias for hours. Both the Upper Ward and Old Town. So, like, all parts of town.
Do that.
Dipping in and out of local shops looking for odd assortments of plants and alchemical supplies that you can make into the toxins of your choice. A few shopkeepers had some of the things you needed, and you did your best to explain some of the more unique ones that you assumed would be a long shot that they would have. It's probably, in this town, it's probably not going to have these. However, your efforts weren't entirely wasted in your explanations. You managed to line up a few contracts to import some of your family's more unique herbs with their special properties to some of the shops that didn't have what you were looking for. as you go to leave your most recent shop, the owner stops you on your way out. Now, one more time, please. What do I do with this? And he holds up this crimson and slimy root from a bag he just gave him.
Oh my god. What do you do with this? Do you not know?
No, well, you told me I grind it up and put it on like a Bunsen burner and something of the sorts, but I don't quite remember what I do after I burn it. And I don't quite remember what it does. Is this dangerous? Is this toxic?
Oh, it's very dangerous. But I gave you a note. Remember, it's underneath the root. The note's what you do afterwards.
And he like flips the bag upside down and he pulls this like kind of like sewn on note.
Step by step. Remember.
And he reads it for a second. He's like, you burn it and crush it up and then you sprinkle it into some dragon's breath. Oh, okay. Well, it's not so bad after all. And I can expect a shipment of these about when?
Ooh. Maybe like once every 30 days,
30? Wow, that's quite quick.
if you like.
Coming all the way from Rayla. You must be putting that on a speedy ship.
Very speedy.
Well, I don't want to keep you. I'm sure you have many other things you need to be doing. So, just have an excellent night and stay dry. It's
Thank you very much.
it's a mess out there.
Kissing.
So as you leave the shop and round the next corner, you remember the sealed envelope that a contact had given to you after you had gone looking for a little extra side work that could help line your pockets while you're in between towns and traveling. It's hard to find steady work knowing how easy it would be for the wrong person to find who you really are, especially with all the Azon soldiers running around as of late. You stand under a large... Wow, I really did not spell check this. You stand under a large overhang.
Like a awning?
Overhang.
Okay.
Overhang. You read the note one more time and where you're supposed to go. It says the One-Eyed Serpent. Having been to Port Elias a few times in your travels, you remember it being somewhere down near the trade docks. So you start to make your way there, having run out of places to visit. As you come around the corner of the last side street, you hear a female voice yell, "Help!" And then immediately hear struggling and some heavy chuckling and mumbled voices. In front of you, you see two Azon Navy soldiers cornering a young human female. She looks up and sees you shouting at the two sailors, "Leave me alone!" And they're shouting in their faces, trying to duck under their arms. She finally dips under their drunken grabs and runs past you with a terrified look on her face. The sailors look at you and grin. "What do we have here?" What do you want to do?
Hi, boys.
It's,
Out for an evening stroll.
It's quite a rough night tonight. And they kind of take a swig out of their mugs and leave them on the ground behind the tavern. That you guys are back there in that corner. I keep forgetting to give people their minis. You're back there in the corner with those lovely gentlemen, Mr. Darkeroff and Sword Guy.
Oh my god.
So this was the young girl. She ran off in the direction of Caleb. And these gentlemen would be turned around and looking at you and making their way over to you.
The only rough things that I see are you two tonight in this weather.
We could say we've been on the sea for a while, so it's
I'm not looking for any
one
trouble.
of them goes to like grab your arm.
Do not touch me. Push him.
He kind of like stands back as the other guy is just like, "You see that, Jeffy? She touched you!" And he goes to like punch you in the face.
Can I duck?
So
These guys are out of control.
As a reaction?
This is unbelievable.
This is unbelievable.
yeah, you can make one quick reaction.
I duck.
You duck?
Yeah.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Okay. Oh, I mean, 13?
Yeah. So you duck, and the shorter of the two, he's the one who like punched at you, and you literally do the stance that you're doing right now with your mini, and he right over your head, and he just falls on his face, drunk. Meanwhile, his friend, however, is following up, and he goes to kick you in the face. So roll for initiative.
Is this a first initiative?
You
Alright,
have to-
First initiative.
By the way, I totally
We gotta-
didn't even do my accent.
Yeah, you slipped into Watson
Yeah,
for a little bit.
I did, and that's just what it's gonna be. It's 11. Because I'm awesome.
It's 11.
Yeah.
Let me find my characters real quick.
It's too hard. I just
Okay.
have to, like, myself. It's just hard.
Also, you're the first one that gets a little thingy up here.
Ooh.
So you're gonna be right there.
It's me! I look like a drag queen! I'm just kidding.
You said yours was 11.
Yes.
Fuck. I'm keeping this dice because it's gonna make this fun for you guys because they roll like shit.
No.
Now I know why Caleb was struggling the entire campaign.
DM curse.
Well, that's why I'm not using those.
Okay, wait. Does it make more sense if I go first here that way? Okay. So, you're in their drunken stupor. They're reacting a little slow, but you have the first move. So, what do you want to do?
I will. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess I will throw. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna toll the dead on the one that's right in front of me.
This poor man.
Because they grabbed me and they're
Yeah.
cornering
Don't
me in
touch
an
me.
alley. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Let's see really quick.
You did give them ample chances.
I did.
Warn them.
And then now they die.
You touch me. you
They
die.
were about to harm a young innocent girl.
I'm just gonna do this.
That's
smart.
not allowed.
You touch me, you die.
Ow.
After a while, it just feels like it's squeezing your brains out.
Yes, it's hurting my cartilage.
Like, we're using something new.
What was the? It was a wisdom check.
Yeah.
Okay. It was 11. 15.
Ooh, perfect.
A D8.
So what
That's not a D8. I need to roll some damage against you. That's gonna be a 1.
Woohoo!
And damage.
Yep.
So
1 necrotic damage. And as a bonus action. Which one is like down or whatever? Or like I
the
guess
short guy.
this one is?
Yeah. So he would be number 2, and I'm gonna say he fell on his face, so he's prone
So
right
then
now.
then I do that.
So
to
you're
this
dealing with
one.
number 1.
Okay,
which
so
is the tall guy.
right. So in like that 1 damage, is there a way that I can just like run past him and escape out the alleyway?
Yeah. Make a. Do you want to do it with flair or just try and like?
No, like self-preservation. Yeah. Like
So
as fast
make
as possible.
just make a dex check.
13. Okay.
No. 8. So yeah. as he like goes to, I guess I said he's trying to kick you.
Yeah,
So yeah, as he goes to
because he's
like
a fucking heathen.
try and kick you, you just quickly jump back and he like foot goes out from under him and he just falls flat on his ass. So now him and his portly buddy are basically falling in the street, and
I'm gonna use, movement, and just dash away from them.
you want to dash?
To my location.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll say since they're prone, it's just gonna go all the way another round to you.
Okay.
I'll
run around the corner.
So you just bolt.
Oh yeah, I bolt.
Cool. All right.
I
Wow.
bolt like Flash.
We're gonna de-intensify the situation. Even though it's not intense anymore, there's still wind and rain everywhere.
Okay.
It's quite blustery out.
I know where I'm going though, to the one-eyed servant.
Mhm.
Correct. I will make my way there and mutter to myself, I fucking hate this port. Fucking wind.
So you are around the corner of the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I go all the way in to the entrance or no?
You can do it.
Yeah, I enter the tavern.
You can do whatever you want until you get in that tavern.
You can do whatever.
Alright, before I enter the tavern, is there like a awning that's shielding the rain? I'll use
Yeah, it's like it would be like 2-leveled with like some bunk like rooms above it, and it's kind of like I forgot the barn description they have, but it's like small and then it goes out and then it goes up.
Okay.
So it has like an overhang all around it. kind of
Perfect.
thing. And then the sign hanging over it with like a snake with just like a gouged out eye, and it's hissing some venom.
I'll use prestidigitation and like get all the raindrops off of me. Like a wind gust came and blew
It just
them
goes
off.
and lifts off of you.
Yeah. And
All of a
like
sudden, it just disappears.
simultaneously adds a little warmth to me. And I'll be like, ah! My name is Katarina. You can do shit. Get it together. And I went to the tavern.
You go into the tavern.
Yeah. And I will look for, because I've been here before, so I will look, I'm assuming I know Julius, or I've conversed with him before.
You know of the tavern, but you've only been in it once.
Right.
So, and you were there during the day, and Julius is more of a night bartender.
In that
So,
case,
you don't really recognize him. But he immediately comes over to you when you walk through the door, and he comes up to you, and he's like, and he just looks at you a little taken aback. He's like, my gosh,
hello.
your eyes are
Yes.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Who are you?
Who am I?
Mm-hmm.
My name is Julius. Who are you?
Katerina.
Katerina.
Lovely to meet you.
Beautiful name.
Do you
We
know
don't
where?
get many. We don't get many
Yes.
around here, so
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate when I meet you.
I'm not, like them.
Hmm?
I'm not like them.
Not to like them?
My kind. We're not all the same.
Oh, I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Okay.
I am actually quite fond.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sound offensive.
Yes, I would love to accommodate you here, but I'm sorry we don't particularly have drinks native.
Oh, not a problem.
Okay, yes, I'm very sorry. We try to have a little bit of something from everywhere, but it is so rare that it's just I've asked the owners and
It's
they
not
just
the first time.
they just don't want to carry the beverages because it's
Dangerous.
they don't really sell.
Oh, yes, that too.
Is there anything that I can do for you,
I'm looking for Mr. Redfield.
Mr. Redfield?
I'm not doing it.
And he takes you hand him the invitation.
Oh, did I see it? Yes.
He looks at it, he looks at the name, he's like, yep, so that's Mr. Redfield for sure, and that's his crest. How did you get that?
That's a good question. How did I get this, Eric?
So you got it from like you're kind of like been getting jobs, like odd jobs from pretty much like a mercenary
Okay.
kind of thing. So, but it's not like nothing that you couldn't handle by yourself. So you've just been kind of like doing these little odd jobs in between, stopping from town to town.
So like, yeah, all right.
So it's just like your middleman, basically. He doesn't particularly have a name. He just, look, you just have to say that.
It found its way to me, you know.
Ah, well, pleasure to have you here.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Does anybody else come in with the same kind of little letter?
I was going to say there's somebody already in the back room waiting.
Splendid.
And watch yourself there. She's a little bit sassy. Likes to identify as her brother, which might be a mental disorder.
That's
I don't know.
confusing.
Knowing
That's very confusing.
it is, it was quite confusing for me. And she's keep your pockets tight. She's got some sticky fingers, and not in the one-eyed sippet kind of way.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he winks at you.
Good to know. It was lovely to meet you. I'm gonna make my
It was
way over.
very lovely to meet you too. And he like shakes you with both of his, shakes your hand with both of his hands. And he's like,
Very warm. I will.
it's a rarity and a pleasure. Would you like a drink?
Actually, I would. Can I get some tea?
Tea. Just
Yeah.
simple teas.
Straight up hot tea.
You don't want any alcohol in it, or maybe a sprig of lime.
I feel like tonight, maybe not the night for alcohol. With
Every night's the night for alcohol. But I appreciate the
how'd you like?
the request, and I will make you the finest tea that this little piss town has to offer.
Yeah. I'll just stand against the bar and pick up my nail polish and look around. Also look in the direction that you pointed. Her, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. So, do you guys want to describe each other? Do you want to do descriptions yet, or do you guys want to wait until everybody's in the room?
Let's wait until.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Until we're all in the
Yeah,
room? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, is the door closed?
Or that'd be my
Like, can she
preference. Sorry,
see
I don't
in?
want to.
It's not. There's no like door to that room. It's just kind of like a more private part of the
Oh,
tavern. So
okay.
it's like it's totally an open door, but you can. I'll say you just see her feet just like kicked up on the table. So you see somebody back there, but you can't really see her face yet.
Okay. I'll just kind of like wait for my tea and think to myself.
So yeah, Julius is behind the bar, whipping up this tea as quick as he can. Meanwhile, he's like poured three ales, and he's just like sliding them down the bar to whoever's waiting for him. And
I'm just gonna watch the flare and be like,
yeah, he's as far as essentially a beer tender. He is
what is he?
very
Human?
fast. Sorry?
Tiefling.
Tiefling.
He's a
Oh, he's
tiefling.
the red
He's
tiefling.
Julius.
Ah, okay.
Julius.
He's also an outsider. Interesting.
So,
All right, then I will get my tea and head over to her.
Can I say when Julius left, I did something? Can I have
what would you like to do?
cast disguise self?
Okay.
Okay.
What would you like to disguise yourself as?
Nutter.
Nutter?
Yep.
Okay. Are you gonna keep the Nutter voice?
Find out.
I will make you do that.
Okay.
So yeah, you disguise yourself as Nutter, and about that time, Julius comes back to the bar and he leans over and just passes you your tea.
Thank you, darling.
And it's like, quite all right. Just let me know if you'd like another one. It takes a little bit of time, so
Sure.
just give me a little heads up, and I'm more than happy to make it for you. I just
Definitely do that.
don't want you waiting all night for a cold tea.
Let me go over to this slightly mental ill person.
Yes, I would. Yes. Julius just kind of grins
Okay.
and
Good talk.
kind of he's just kind of. I'm
Good
not
luck.
saying this because you're deuces you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll make my
he
way
heads
over.
back to the room and he's just kind of working the crowd again. So
I'll make my way over to this person.
I've got my feet up on the table, chugging a ale, I guess.
yeah, we're gonna hold off on descriptions. I'm gonna park with those two.
Perfect.
And then we're gonna
Oh my God.
do Benji's.
Let's do it. Unless you want to take a break.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, well, that's kind of what I'm getting. Do you guys need a break?
Kind of.
I gotta pee, but I
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah,
We can
no,
take it,
do it
10 minutes.
seriously. Like if everybody wants to
Yeah.
break, let's do it before.
Break time.
Because All right. Are we ready?
Are we rolling, Chief?
Yeah, we're
Got
live.
it.
We're
You're
live.
in
We're
it.
live. We're live.
All right.
Let's
so
go,
where did we
Rocky.
leave off? I think with Benji.
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
So now we're gonna move to the gates of Port Elias. A hooded gentleman atop a beautiful but thoroughly soaked and loaded down horse rides up to the guard's house along the main road into the upper part of Port Elias from lands somewhere beyond the gate. A human guard sticks his helmeted head out the door of the guardhouse as he hears a faint, tuneful whistle in the rider and a clip-clop of his horse's hooves on the cobblestone road. "Oh, up there, friend! Where you going?" He grunts from the rain, pattering. He grunts over the noises of the rain pattering on his metal helmet. God, that sentence was. And he holds his spear across the road so you can't pass.
Well, I'm headed anywhere that's not out in this rain, I would say.
Oh, so I agree. It's
Perhaps the warmth of a tavern for a
That sounds like breakfast.
nice bowl of stew.
yeah, it's well, if you're in town. Sorry, the thunder's getting quite intense.
No, it's quite.
I would say the best tavern in town for stew is One-Eyed Serpent.
I'll head there directly then, sir. Thank you.
Oh, wait.
Huh?
Wait. You have papers?
Papers for, yes, you know. Let me check my bag.
Rumbling through his bag.
And
The guard's just kind of standing there, and he's just like looking at you like, I do this all day.
Yeah.
He's like getting rained on.
yes, invitation, yes, and hands it to you. Yeah, from, well, it's Mr. Roberts, as you can see there, and he said I'm good to go, and so I should be clear to head on through. He didn't say anything about any guards asking me any questions, and so, Mr. Robert Redfield, yes, exactly, yes, him, yes.
Two problems, yeah? Yes,
Yes.
that's his handwriting, but
Right, well, no, the more you hold it out in the rain, you know, the less legible it'll be.
it's missing his seal.
Oh, yes, well, I am a little bit of a fidgeter on the road, if you
You
know.
seem
I'm checking his
you seem
pockets.
quite nervous, sir.
No, not at all. Just excited. Excited to be in a new
That was
city.
Crazy.
Make a deception check.
You missed your chance. We had a group chat.
Nat one.
No
For an 8, but it's a nat 1.
Oh, God.
Crazy.
Wait, your check was an 8, but you rolled a net 1?
Yeah.
So it would still be a 9.
Yeah.
So-
or 8, yeah.
Let me think. Hang on. He just kind of looks at you and hands you back the paper. He's like, I recognize the handwriting.
Yep, Mr. Robert Redfield. Yep,
well-
invitation directly in the mail.
One, he doesn't send that directly in the mail.
Well,
I don't know where you
I'm not
got
sure.
that, but he kind of looks you up and down. It's like, I don't think you stole that from him.
Stole? No, not a man like me. No, not at all. No, just happened to stumble
Wait,
across
about-
my person.
About this time, he notices a loot on your back, and he's like, do you play?
Oh, why, yes, my good sir, I am but yet a humble bard.
Oh, that must be why Redfield sent for you. He's apparently having some get-together at the tavern this
okay, there you
evening.
go.
He must be for the music.
No details yet on the invitation there, so.
I'm sorry, but I've got to do my job, and
Oh, and you've been doing a dashing job of it.
I just need you to come in the guardhouse for a little, for a minute.
Make
We're
a-
gonna have to write you some just a day pass. You know, you just.
Oh,
Just,
well, you know, can you just maybe let me through the gates? I really don't have the time. I mean, all my belongings are getting
Well,
wet
you're
in the
going to
rain.
have to make time. If I can make time, you can.
All right,
And
sir.
he's just gonna like take the reins of your horse. And
Yeah, I'll dismount.
jump down.
Huh?
I'm on a horse.
Oh, yeah. Got a horse.
So and he hands the reins off to another guard that's like kind of standing off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
He brings you in the little guardhouse and he kind of like sits you down and he asks you your name. So what was your name?
Leonis Pelenio.
Leonis?
Yes, sir.
How do you? What's
Pelenio.
Weird last one.
P-E-L-L-I-N-I-E-R-O-R. Excuse me.
Looks at you.
M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I.
Know where he's going, doesn't know his last name. Not
Oh,
getting
headed
paid
to the
enough
one-eyed
for this,
serpent.
and
One-eyed serpent. That's where I'm heading.
like-
Do know where I'm going. Thank you.
he- I guess I shouldn't say it's like a day pass, but it's just like
Day pass.
nobody has any kind of identification,
Yeah.
essentially, and they're trying to like get on top of all the comings and goings in town. So they're just trying to keep track of who's coming and going every day.
Okay.
So yeah, he's just writing this down, like, just kind of looking at you. So
He's gonna.
writes down what he assumes your race is and all that. Hands the paper back to you. He's like, there you go. And, oh shit, what? Fuck. I gotta go to bed. He takes it back from me. He takes a big stamp out and just like stamps it with like gate A. And he hands it to you. He's like, well,
K-Day.
you have a good night there, Mr. What did you say?
Leonis.
Leonis. Oh, well.
Helenio.
Okay, well, have a good night.
And your name was?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
He like walks into the garden. The door just slams shut.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
love it.
Close.
So, after checking in, getting some confusing directions from the guard because he's kind of like pointing you out, like which way to go to get to the serpent. And passing a guardhouse, you slowly ride your horse down the rainy streets of Port Elias. You follow the road past all the grand houses of the northern ward and the upper ward. I can't remember what I have it as. As the guard suggested, until you see the grand wall separating the newer part of town from the older part of town. It's like a pretty tall wall. It's about 20 feet. It's not really patrolled or anything. It's just like a wall that is a definite separator of what has so far been like really nice new looking houses into, I mean, they're nice looking. It's just old.
Yeah.
Like it's cobbled together, just mismatched streets and everything. So it's like this definite barrier between the two. After you pass that wall, you make a few twists and turns of the nonsensical streets of Old Town, until you kind of get a little turned around because it is a pretty good-sized port town, and you're looking for a very small section of it. So you just kind of like jump off your horse, and you're just kind of trying to figure out where you're going. You find yourself down by the docks, just kind of holding the reins of your horse, just like, the fuck am I doing here? So yeah, you see a couple of longshoremen, and they're just kind of like taking a break. They've got their cloaks like pulled way over their head, and they're just kind of like chatting and laughing. They're smoking pipes, and you can tell that they're like definitely on break. They're just kind of like hanging out, waiting until the next shift or whatever they're doing happens. And they're kind of like making fun of a gentleman named Willie, and just how fucking stupid he is. For having tied off dock lines in the wrong direction and sent a ship right into the docks, basically. They see you and the loot strapped across your back, and they yell over to you, "Hey, you look a little confused there, gent. By chance you looking for the one-eyed serpent?" And after seeing this loot on your back and kind of assuming that's where you're going.
Well, you are a reader of minds, my good sir. Could you point me in the right direction, perhaps?
Well, it's a little hard to see from here. It's all this fog coming off the ocean, but if you see that, and they kind of like point up to the, like a little bit up on this embankment, you'd be... Oh, I forgot again!
Yeah, up here, Doug.
So you would
Bring
be...
Brownie out.
Bring old Brownie out.
His unicolor coat.
Old unicolor.
And he got some yellow on him.
So he would have ended up on this main thoroughfare, probably down here
Where'd you get
somewhere.
training at?
I don't really have
Shit
these
pouch?
guys set up, so you're talking to some guys right here.
Yeah.
So they're pointing up this way. It's kind of like, this would be like a little bit of a slope. So, yeah, it's just hard to see, but you can definitely see it's like a building and a tavern. It's like lit up and everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just point you directly up there. So yeah.
I will make my way. Thank you, sir.
Oh, just don't forget your horse!
Come on. Whatever your name is. Bucky.
Oh no, it's Bucky. Did he have one named Bucky too, or no? Oh, okay.
So, as you approach the tavern, The
Gas
warmth
station.
and smell of pipe smoke, ale, and stews find your nose, welcoming you to another venue. And it's a pretty common thing for you to walk up to all the different types of taverns, and they all kind of smell the same to you at this point.
Yeah.
But you're not just there to play joyous tunes for the patrons. As you step through the door of the rowdy but respectable tavern, you're greeted by a red and mildly flamboyant tiefling. Oh, thank the gods! Please tell me you're here to play that thing. And he points at the load on your back. Sorry. My name's Julius. I'm the purveyor of this respectable tavern.
Quite respectable, I'd say. Great place.
And you are?
Leones Pelenio.
My voice up.
Leones Pelenio.
Leones Plenio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Plenio.
I hear you need music played. This is a little. He's gonna.
It's a little dead.
It's a little non-musical in here.
Yes, it
With your
is.
patrons.
We had somebody playing for a little while, but she got quite intoxicated and went upstairs with a gentleman. So
Known to have been with a few bards that I know.
yes, it's quite. It starts out great, but it always happens.
Well, now you're out of talent as well.
Well, if you could play, I could slide some drinks and maybe a dinner or two your way.
Well, I mean, it's a good offer. Generally, I make most of my money playing at taverns, so maybe a little monetary compensation would be nice.
We'll give you 10% of the tavern stake today.
Sold, good sir.
Alright, he shakes his hand. And he's like, about this time, he looks down and he can kind of see that envelope kind of sticking out of your pocket and recognizes it. And he's like, he stops you for a second and he goes, I bet that's a note from Mr. Redfield, isn't it?
Oh, Roberts Redfield, yes. Head to the one-eyed zipper near the docks for further instruction.
Gosh, I'm going to have to start charging that man by the hour to take my rooms. Well,
What kind of services are he running? Service
he
per
always
room.
has his.
I
He
mean,
loves
it's
to have his meetings here. It's not of the
Meetings.
sexual variety.
Okay. Well, you said meetings, and
But-
you know a couple tavern lunches.
Yes.
They bounce that time around.
It's just it's the West. I mean, he just takes the room, and I mean half the time nobody in there drinks because they're all having a serious business meeting. But
Oh, I completely understand.
But
Completely.
anyways, like I said, if you're willing to play, I'll give you some money. But if you don't play, I mean, I kind of.
No. I'd be more than happy to
But
play.
I totally understand if you're here for this meeting. It's no pressure.
A little bit of business, a little bit of pleasure. My pleasure would be playing music for your local patrons for a price.
Of course.
So, would you like a beverage?
Absolutely. I mean, a nice hot cider. I'll take whatever the locals are having. Ingrain myself with the
He
culture.
like raises an eyebrow. And by which locals?
Well, most
the
of
general.
the general crowd
What
in
sells
here.
the most?
Sure, I'll take your finest.
And he literally hands you an ale that's like basically a natty light.
No, that's what I was
Cheapest one.
expecting.
Yeah.
PBR.
It's like drink up.
I'm gonna take a little swing. Just you can tell I don't like it. Be like,
Exquisite elixir. You make the best. It's quite fantastic.
kind of put it down and scratch the back.
So
of his
yeah,
head.
while you're sipping that and saying that, yeah, make a
Yeah.
deception check.
Okay.
See if he believes you, like thinks you're genuine.
At 20.
Shit.
And he just looks at you and he's like, thinks to himself, I mean, I don't know where he's from. And he just kind of like pats you on the shoulder, from the front of his vest, he pulls out a little flask and takes a sip out of it. And you see him kind of go, it's the best we've got to offer. And he like puts it back in his vest and just kind of walks off back into the crowd. And as he walks away, he's like, "Oh, and don't forget, room in the back. One
Yes,
straight back. You
and
can't
I
miss it.
assume I'll just start playing after my meeting.
By all means, you can play before, you can play after."
Or after, all right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Julius.
And he like kind of grins and does like a half bow and
Yeah,
goes back to
I'm about
what he's
right
doing.
back. Just trying to pick up on all the things he said. Trying to fit in.
What do you want to do? Anything?
No. I'll actually just head on back to the room.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, you get back to the room. Kristen, did you go to the room?
I did. Yeah, I
You
made
did?
my way there when this character was putting her feet were already up on the thing. He's a he now.
Yeah,
Right.
all you saw was
So you would have
feet.
come into the room after she
Yes.
was
Disguise
disguised
self.
self.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
to you, she looks like Nutter.
Yep.
So yeah, and then Benji's character comes into the room. So now it's the three of you sitting in the room. If you didn't want to do anything.
No, you can keep
Cool.
narrating it.
So we're gonna briefly come back to Jules.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Shenanigans.
What's this motherfucker?
Why are you all crazy characters?
What do you mean? My character's not crazy.
Okay.
The
All right.
chaos. I love it.
That was
So-
funny.
Where
Yeah, I'm
did-
not crazy.
Where,
He just said I'm mental.
where did we leave
I did?
off with Jules?
Steve wanted
No.
to just like
Talk-
Dio
Dio.
disappeared statically next
Yeah.
to me, and I was stashing my stuff in my turtle shell, and I was walking towards the tavern while covering my joint.
Yes.
Okay.
Important details.
Yeah, I don't want to go out again.
So you finish talking to Dio, and you put your new treasures in your pocket, and look up to say farewell, and he disappeared. So to you, that's just kind of like what the fuck. But you also know that you kind of suffer from hysteria sometimes. And you just shrug it off.
Oh, God.
He never existed.
You shrug it off and head over to the tavern where you were pointed. As you walk through the door, the same tiefling who's been greeting everybody walks up to you from behind a large crowd of sailors who are just cheering over who knows what, but it makes the whole room turn and cheer as well. And you come through the door and you think they're cheering for you. So,
Party.
Buttons for everybody!
so and as that dies down, all of a sudden, Julius just appears out of the crowd, like almost like Dio had disappeared.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Julius appears, but not the static feeling or anything. He's very good at just popping out of nowhere. So he comes up to you.
I bet he is.
Oh, welcome. Sheesh. I mean, oh, I don't mean to insult, but
It's
sir, you look
raining
like
outside.
You've seen better days.
Well, I have.
Is there anything
I've
I can
seen
do
worse
to
days.
ease your evening? Maybe,
Towel?
maybe some a little bowl of stew, or
Can I trade the stew for some liquor?
well,
I've got 2 silver left.
I would love to supply you with some liquor, but unfortunately, there is a small problem.
Ooh. You have no liquor? I have some.
Yes, Azan, he's put a ban on all hard alcohols, and it's been a little bit difficult to get them in. It's not illegal to have them. Apparently, they're just making it illegal to bring them in.
Doesn't look around. Says, is anyone listening in on our conversation?
No, it's the whole room's just doing their thing.
Okay.
He tries to greet everybody that comes through the door, like personally greet them and be like, "What do you need?" He's a very hospitable person.
So I'm gonna pull this jar out of my turtle shell.
Hospitable.
If you're looking for liquor, not the finest, made from a different world, down deep below the ocean, it's kind of good but scary.
And
I can make it if you want more.
Well, he pulls the flask out of his vest and he goes, would you like to trade?
You want to trade?
Swappy swap.
You want to try a shot of mine for a shot of yours?
He looks at it and he's going to... Are you trying to deceive him right now?
I'm trying to persuade you.
Persuade me?
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to make an insight check
Okay.
on you. To, I guess you're trying to persuade. So whatever your persuasion is, hang on, let me pull up Julius's stats.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, big old go.
And it, what did I say I was trying to do? An insight check?
Yeah.
Okay. Does a 17 beat you?
I got 21.
You got 21?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So he looks at it and he's like,
What are you?
it's been a long fight. And he's like, shit, that's... I've done crazier things in my life.
Me
And he
too.
hands you the flask.
I'm gonna pour him a shot. I pull another like shot glass out of my turtle shell.
Yeah, he's just gonna hand you the flask and let you...
Cheers.
Quite.
Yeah.
And takes it and just shoots it back.
Don't cough.
So, what is Julius experiencing right now?
Numbness probably.
Numbness?
Yeah.
He just goes, oh, and like his normal, like very like composed, very like clean, just very confident outward personality just kind of breaks for a second as he like kind of coughs and like holds his hand and he's like, oh.
No good.
Well, after drinking that, I'm going to need to have another waxing of my chest. That will put the hairs on it.
Look at me.
And he's like, yes, you are quite hairy and you've quite a smell as well, being out in that rain. I'm sorry to say.
Smells like wet cat.
It's totally fine to be in here. I do not judge. I'm just letting you know, just in case somebody brings it up, or you try to partake in some other activities.
Do you have a free shower?
A free shower.
Free shower.
Well, after that,
I can
shot,
sing
that
you
was
a beautiful
quite
song.
the experience. By all means, take a shower if you'd like. Where is it? Would you?
Now?
Can I help you, Mr. Jules?
Sorry. That liquor took a minute to kick in.
Do you know where you are, Mr. Jules?
You see his fur ruffle for a second? Looking for Mr. Redfield. He goes by the name of Robert.
Oh, Jesus.
So, Julius takes that from you.
Help yourself. There's mushy
He's
ink on the
looking
back.
he looks very confused.
Fucking paper's in tatters.
Yeah.
It's also got run ink on the back.
It's got my papers on the back, so be careful.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Jules, your papers seem to have eroded.
It still works, trust me.
Well,
got you.
it is a Redfield, so that is his crest.
Told you.
Did you
Did you hear them cheer for me when I walked in?
Did you by chance acquire this less than legal means?
I'm gonna be honest. Deuces got the invitation, so I'm not entirely sure.
Well, where is Mr. Deuces?
I'm right here.
What the fuck?
Julius raises an eyebrow and he's just like,
Sorry, sometimes.
are you
just
having a
blurts it
stroke,
out.
Mr. Jules?
No. But Deuces sometimes likes to take control.
Oh my god.
He's smarter than I am. But don't tell him I said that. I heard you.
Wait.
He's just gonna shake, just kind of try and recompose himself, and he's gonna be like, Mr. Jules, this is I hate doing this just as much as I hate asking it, but might I see your hand, please?
Which one?
Either one.
I'm gonna hold this one.
He's gonna take your hand, kind of flip it, and look at it, and
It's burned from the lighter.
Oh yeah.
he sees that, but he's not really paying attention to that. He lets go of your hand. He's like, I suppose. Well, Mr. Jules, it's been a pleasure. Quite an interesting gentleman.
So are you?
Why, thank you. And he bows, like, very slightly. Would you like any beverage while you wait for Mr. Redfield?
What's the heaviest thing you've got?
What is in my flask other than that?
Oh, no,
We
no.
have a few ales and a few...
Sign me up, Captain. I'm in.
Right. Strongest flavor? The strongest that we can get without it being questioned.
Do you have questionable things aside from your flask?
Yes.
How about you just surprise me?
You can, like, smell the effects and everything on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So he's just like,
My fingers reek.
well, we do have an ale that is kind of in a reserve right now. We don't bring it out for everyone, but if you're willing to pay, we do have an ale that is brewed with a little bit of effects in it.
How much is it?
It will cost you 5 silver a pint.
Can we put it on Redfield's tab?
Hey.
And Julius thinks for a second, and just
Because I'm about
And
to
like
get
a one-
4,000 gold somewhere.
super quick motion, he just like pulls this little pad out from his vest and he kind of flips through it and flips it open, writes the drink down and 5 silver, and then just like 2 quick lines and exclamation mark. He's like, this man is going to pay me eventually. Well, I will have that beverage for you briefly, Mr. Jules.
Thank you.
Please make yourself comfortable. The others are waiting for you in the back room.
Others?
Yes, there are 3 others here that I assuming do not know that there's a 4th, but...
Interesting.
It's
Tell me, what was your name again?
Julius.
I like
That's right,
it.
Mr. Jules.
Yeah, this sounds very nice. I like it.
Yes, your name is quite beautiful too.
Can I call you Julius?
You may call me whatever you like.
I will think on that. But more importantly, did anyone cheer when the others walked in?
No?
That's all I needed to know. I'm gonna walk in towards the back room.
And yeah, Julius just kind of stands there instead of immediately going back to like through the crowd. He's just kind of like a little phased and like, the fuck did I just? It's like, this is not the weirdest thing that I've seen, but this is quite a night.
I'm gonna have to try harder then.
So we're gonna change some of the music around. Hang on just a second. All right, so all of you are in this room waiting, and as the last person arrives, you see this disheveled tabaxi walk through, reeking of rain and effects. So, who would like to go for? Well, we'll start with the person who just entered the room. We'll have Caleb do his description first.
Alright, so you see Jules, who is like a grayish green tabaxi. His... I can't tell, actually. One of his ears has like a chunk bitten off of it. His tail, you can
It's
tell
right
it's
here.
like completely crooked, like it fell off at one time and he just like taped it back together. He's wearing a turtle shell, which is really weird. One of his eyes is always like kind of like heavier closed than the other one, like he's just kind of like halfway stoned at all times.
It's like
And-
lazy eye.
Yeah, sure.
No, wait, that's not what a lazy eye's like when it's looking the
Oh,
other
that's
way.
true, yeah. They're looking the same direction. One's
You
just,
got a lazy eye?
I got sleepy eye, is what it
Hey,
is.
you almost let me have it.
I know. I was
Thank
like,
you.
wait.
Thank you.
Fuck
I was like, I want to make sure you know what you're signing up for.
His clothing is just basically like red and orange, like just drapes of clothing. It's nothing like form-fitting whatsoever, and he's got like a little cane that he kind of like stumbles around with from time to time. Sometimes it sticks on his turtle shell, sometimes he walks with it. It's there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hello! We're together.
You smell awful.
It's raining.
Prestidigitation. I can't even say that word.
Yeah, right?
Prestidigitation.
Well, yeah.
What? Now you smell like flowers.
And you're all fluffy. It's much better.
Interesting. What kind of flowers?
What kind do you like?
Who cares?
Roses? Carnations?
What flowers do you
Tulips.
have at your homeland,
Oh, all kinds.
little one?
You just call me little.
You're
No, I don't think he meant any offense.
It's
I
fine.
just.
I do
right?
take
You didn't
offense.
mean
I'm
anything
tree
when
for
you said
tree
that.
and 3/4, and don't you forget the
And
3/4.
no one is right.
I'll have
you
you know,
are right.
I'm one of the tallest in my family.
I believe you, and I wouldn't question it.
That's amazing.
Who cares if you're short?
Well,
He called me
No
little.
one here, Cass. Just
okay,
saying that
good
out
to
loud
know,
right
good to
now.
know.
Jules?
what? Yes. Yes.
Lovely to meet you.
Oh, hi. Who are
And at
you?
this time, you see the lovely lady sitting next to you.
Katerina?
Oh, hello.
Manova.
What was that?
She this fine asshole. She
She's
is-
fine ass or something.
Yeah,
Something like that.
she's pretty hot, but you can obviously tell she's a drow, and not many of them you see with like outside of the Underdark. And what else is noticeable about her?
You have pink hair.
I do. Funny fact, it used to be white. I was testing out some chemicals and it was a mishap.
Is it permanent?
And about this
I don't
time,
know.
Julius comes through and he just jokingly under his breath goes, "It's probably dipped in this blood of her enemies." And is like refreshes the drinks and disappears.
Oh, okay.
It's weird how he knows me, but he doesn't really know me. No, it's not blood. What was your name?
Nutter.
And
Oh, am I actually describing myself? Because I.
you can.
Has it been an hour? Because you can say it's been an hour.
You've been waiting for
Yeah.
probably about 30 minutes actually. So you got
Okay.
about 30 minutes of that spell left.
Okay.
If you don't want to drop it.
I don't.
Otherwise, you will. I can describe Nutter for you.
Yeah, go for
Okay,
it. I'll
so-
I mean, I'll describe my character later, but I didn't.
We'll have.
In
So-
true my character fashion, this is what would happen. Let's be honest.
For right now, you see a halfling male with kind of like nappy, messy, like blondish gray or brown hair. Kind of like smudges on his cheeks from like gunpowder and stuff like that. As far as the clothing,
I think I could disguise my clothing too.
yeah,
She would have
like,
kept
I can't
her.
remember the length that
Yeah,
that
you
spell
can.
lets you go. You
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Okay, so then.
Clothing, armor, weapons.
She'd be in kind of like a, almost like a, don't mean to be insulting, but like a child's cloak tunic thing. If anybody's seen like my bomber jacket,
Sure,
basically,
sure.
like the bomber jacket. And under that jacket, there's like little pouches that look like they would be like little grenade-sized pouches that little fused bombs are kind of lining. So, yeah, she looks like a serial bomber, but has her voice.
Yeah, it's got a very female voice.
What? Oh,
I got the letter. My sister was here, and she stole my letter. It flew out of my pocket, but then she came, made amends, gave it back to me, and I came here to take my rightful place for Mr. Redfield.
that's a shame. I was hoping there was another lady about, but
You can
let's
take that to
not,
Mr. Redfield. Yeah, he sounds sexist to me.
About this time, Julius is going down the hallway to the kitchen, and he just kind of shouts over his shoulder, "Not all meets the eye," as he goes to the kitchen.
Julius, you must have run into my sister. I came. She misunderstanding. She gave it to me, and now I'm here.
Yes, quite. And he heads back down the hallway, back into the party.
She just took a hit of Brent's breath.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Uh-oh. Well then, so I guess we'll come back to your description.
Well, while you're talking about Redfield and stuff, I'll slide in at the end of your conversation and be like, and what do we know about Mr. Redfield, if anything at all?
He's
perhaps?"
sexist. He's only hired one lady.
Sexist? Okay, is that...
He's probably a rich motherfucker
Rich.
sitting on his fat ass.
Okay, okay. Anything else?
That's all I know.
Anybody else? Mr. Renfree Redfield?
There's just
An
smoke.
open tap.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Ooh,
I can pack a new one.
ooh, I'll take a hit to that.
He'll shake his head. Not particularly. You can study it while you're doing it. Just
What
kinda-
is it? Where's it from?
Brent's breath.
One of the heroes.
Yes.
Yeah, Bryn's breath. I've heard many songs about that. Yes, Mr. Brynler. What?
There's a couple of things I sprinkle in here from the previous.
Well, I'm sorry for no introductions. I'm Leonis Pelenio, humble bard, and I'll bow in front of you. At your service. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Excellent bow.
That's,
Yeah.
that's quite
He
a
learned it
mouthful.
from me.
Well, I've
You just
kind
gonna be
of,
popping in here? Okay.
I've sort of taken on the customs around here while trying to fit in, and apparently bowing is a thing. Well, I've done it at other noble events and stuff
No,
like
it's
that.
not.
Being a bard, and okay, so maybe it's not. I'm just kind of getting my groove, finding my space in here.
Do you have a nickname?
You can call me Leo if you'd like.
What about LP?
Leones is my
Oh.
LP. No, that doesn't work. No. No one's ever called me that one before.
Cojones.
Cojones, never heard that one. Just Leo would do great. Just Leo would do
Just
great.
Leo.
Just Leo.
I like just
That's
Leo.
like your stage name. gotta have a
My
stage name.
real name, Leones.
No, but they call you out. It's the great,
Leones Pelenio.
Leo the Lion.
the
And I'll do
lion.
him. The lion. Wow.
You know.
He's gonna get really fascinated.
Yeah.
I like that.
Is that
And you
a
said your name was
It does.
Katrina?
Katerina.
Katerina. I'm so sorry.
That's
Just trying not to
beautiful.
pick up on the names really fast.
Katerina.
Katarina.
Katerina, and we have
Nutter.
Mr. Nutter,
yes.
perhaps, okay,
Just
and
Nutter.
Mr.
Jules.
Jules.
Or
Short-
deuces. What?
Oh.
What in
okay.
the good
Deuce.
God?
Are you okay? Do you
Yeah.
maybe
Oh, burp.
frog in your throat, perhaps?
There's a frog.
Deuces?
Or a separate person
What?
all together.
Did you just do a little? Do you need another flash of?
What?
Healing light?
I
What?
didn't know if you dropped a deuce there or something. I don't know what
Oh my
happened.
God.
No. No, they could smell. Well, maybe
Question.
not.
Does anybody know or has done work for Mr. Redfield?
What's
My first time, indeed, pull out the thing. Well, my first time, it just stumbled upon my possession, if
Are we
you
all
will.
just supposed to twiddle our thumbs and sit around here, or like?
Oh, no, it's great that I'm here. I get to take in the city and maybe find some new work.
Cheers. We drink.
Oh wow! Cheers to that. Absolutely, I never
Cheers, my good
turn
sir.
down a
Cheers.
cheers.
I imagine he should be running along shortly.
About this time, Julius kind of literally what I'm doing in my chair leans around the corner and to the room, and he kind of sniffs, and he's like, "If you're going to do that, please crack a window." And
Oh shit.
You, crack the window.
Mr.
Oh, it's raining. Shit.
Mr. Redfield he sends his apologies. He is running a little bit late. He should be here briefly, however.
Gust of wind just blows everywhere.
Well, in the meantime, I mean, if we want some entertainment, I do have a employment opportunity here at the tavern to play some songs on my lute here and pull it out from his back and
Nice.
do a little strum.
Oh my
If you would like to see a performance worth a lifetime.
Absolutely.
I've never wanted anything more.
Are you feeling good? Because you're looking good.
Do you have a
Oh, thank you very much,
You're very
Mr.
welcome.
Nutter.
Nutter.
What are you?
What?
What are
Oh,
you?
I never described my character.
Yeah, let's hear this.
So, yeah, Leonis is a half-elf.
Oh.
Standing roughly, I'll just give you my description I've written out. Standing roughly around 5'10". His skin is more of on the white color and brown eyes. He has brown hair, shorter on the sides. He pushes his hair back and like it'll like fall on his face and
He's
stuff.
brown then.
Yeah. Clean shaven, has pointy ears. He wears fine linens, so like he comes from a more noble background. And by the looks of him, he's roughly 23 years old.
You and me both.
Baby.
Yeah.
Nobles.
Youngins.
Not me.
Babies.
Yeah, I'm young, considering. I'm 150.
Shit.
All
in
in
perspective.
quotations.
You half elves.
Yeah. Or you're a drow.
I'm
Is
an
that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A full elf.
A full elf. I'm gonna start talking like a full elf. And your Irish accent.
It's so fun.
So, about this time that you're talking to him, all of a sudden you guys realize that you're talking to the actual
A female.
Isla, who you still know as Nutter, but
Wait a minute.
What?
So you changed appearances?
yeah, you
The
you
spell-
don't realize that the spells
Yeah.
weren't off yet.
Yeah, the
Okay.
spell weren't off yet.
I know that trick.
Can I poke you in the face?
Do you say that out loud?
Can I poke you in the face?
No! What's happening?
Mr. Jules,
Don't touch me.
personal
It's
spaces
in
do
the face.
exist.
Don't touch me.
It's a different person.
Personal
Yes,
spaces,
you're
please,
right.
Mr. Jules,
Oh
please.
shit! Is
Why
that
did-
all how it lasts?
Where did Nutter go?
Why'd you do that?
Speaking of personal
Blacked
spaces,
out.
it seems like Mr. Nutter has turned into completely somebody else.
Julius walks in through the door with his hands kind of like behind his back, like very politely. He goes, "I told you not everything meets the eye." Mr. Redfield has arrived. He is disembarking from his carriage. He shall be in here momentarily. I suggest you get your wits about you.
Can I get another ale?
Would you like another ale
Please.
Oh, me too.
of the same variety?
But surprise me.
Surprise you.
Double that, please.
Good
Double the
taste you have.
surprise or double the beverages.
Beverages.
Okay.
Or the surprise. Because
Oh, the-
surprise. What's the surprise?
Well, we don't
You're-
know until you get it.
Oh,
That sounds
Oh,
exciting.
surprise me.
Mr. Nutter, as he looks at you, will be quite surprised. Would you like anything, Mr. Leonidas?
Well, is it...
Leonidas. Leonidas?
Leo. You can call me Leo.
Thank you.
The lion. He's got a stage name now.
The lion. Leo the lion.
I have yet to hear this lion roar.
Oh.
Oh, see?
Well, that is
It's got a good
for,
ring.
for the performance.
Wait till you do.
Mr. Julian.
We get to walk.
I'll take an ale if it's on the house. I mean, I'm not a man of vast riches, so
Another of the same that you procured on your way in here.
whatever the locals are having. Wink at him.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
God.
As he kind of like half-heartedly winks back at you.
Yeah.
Don't do
Hello,
it so
fellow kids.
obviously.
And for the lovely Katerina, would you like another tea?
I am all set, thank you, darling.
All teed out. Okay.
All tea.
Would you like anything else?
Nah.
Okay. Well, I will leave you to it. I will be back post haste with your drinks. And yes, you may go back to what you were doing. And
said
he like
post-haste.
disappears out the corner or out of the room.
I said it in my head after he said it.
Mail quickly.
Post haste.
Post haste. I love it.
Alright, look, I have a confession to make. I'm not actually Nutter.
No shit.
No shit.
I didn't know how
Jeez.
long this spell would last. Look, he was making me nervous. Look, I do have... My brother's name is Nutter.
Who's this?
Oh, it's
You
fine.
still, yeah.
Oh my god. you're
Sorry, I
all
didn't
over
mean to
the
interrupt you. I just
Oh, you're
realized I
fine.
had somebody.
Where was I actually?
place. Your brother
Oh,
had...
I have a brother named Nutter, and the fool, he's always blowing himself up. He lost this paper, and then he often disappears, and what am I supposed to do? I'm all by myself, so I just take the paper and just, you know, kind of read it and find myself in the tavern. So his own foolishness and look, this is all on him. This is all his fault if he didn't lose the paper. But Mr. Julius gave me a hard time, and he's like, you're not her. And I'm like, yes, I am. And what am I supposed to do? But
Expecting Nutter.
if the fool remembers that he lost the paper, I don't know. I don't know where he went. We were together, and then suddenly he's gone. But anyway, I'm Ayla Thistletop.
Ayla.
Hold on.
Nice to meet you.
How do you spell that?
I don't know, like thistle and then top.
No, the first one.
Oh, Eyla. And so Ayla has just like Nutter, but longer. Her hair is like poofy and messy and crazy, and like it's dreaded in some areas and braided in others, and like
Ooh, Hermione.
yeah, basically think Hermione, but it's like curled and styled in some, and then just a rat's nest in others. And she's got feathers and ties and braids and well, I already said braids. Ribbons is what I was looking for. Ribbons and baubles and all stuff in her hair. Kind of Jack Sparrow too. And she's got dark skin, like tan, been in the sun, and then dark brown eyes. And a wide nose, and she always seems to be smirking. And then she's very colorful. She's got a yellow shirt that falls off her shoulders, and very well endowed. Not that you can see much with all her trinkets and all her trinkets and necklaces and chains and feathers and stuff. And
Go on.
Going on. And she's got I think I said
Feral
like red,
with big tits.
Oh boy. Red corset and then as duly noted, a patchwork skirt of just Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat, just every which way colors, crocheted, quilted, everything. And the only thing that's not of color on her is her black boots, and then you also notice she's wearing kind of like a cape, black cape. Oh yeah, and she does have a privateer hat. So.
Very cool.
So,
nice to meet you.
about this time, Julius comes in with the last round of drinks that he'll be supplying you. At least until the end of this conversation. He looks around at all of you and he goes, well, Mr. Redfield has arrived. He'll be in momentarily. I suggest you, Miss Ayla, that you come up with a good excuse for why you're here.
I already told you why I'm here. It's my own brother's fault. He lost his paper and then he disappeared and left me.
To which that you took and decided to
I
take on his
did
job.
not take it. It flew out of his pocket.
I would have done the same.
That's a flimsy one right
Do you-
there.
It's the truth.
Do your vocal cords not work, Miss Ayla?
Do my what?
Vocal cords. The things that you talk with.
Are
Did
you
not shout
deaf?
to your brother?
Are you deaf?
Apparently you must think your brother is, because it was not worth shouting up to him about
I
your
did shout to
invitation.
him and he disappeared.
Anyways,
Julius, you make good points. You're
I
very
am-
Does
smart.
no one believe me? Good Lord in heaven.
I'm on your
well, thank
side.
you, Miss
Thank
Katerina.
you.
Captain Knockers.
Excuse me.
Let's go.
Julius, you see him kind of like break. It's like- and he just looks back at you and he's like, I just suggest you have a good excuse. I'm sure he'd be happy with your services too. Just explain why.
I hope he
Nutters.
believes me, and you. I don't like you.
As for you, Mr. Jules, Mr. Redfield, might not quite understand your disposition with your. What did you say your name was again?
Jules?
Jules, and
And-
you had another name.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Right, yeah.
Okay, well,
He's a polite gentleman.
I am
seen
quite
this
sure
before.
he is. You might want to. How should I put it? Choose a person that you would like to talk to Mr. Redfield, as he will find it quite distracting if you cannot control yourself.
Do you hear that, you stupid bitch?
Excuse me, Mr.
No,
Jules?
that was what?
Deuces.
Quite. As for you, Mr. Leo and Katerina.
Yes.
Yes.
At your
Have an
service.
enjoyable conversation. You
Yeah.
two are exactly what we expected.
Thank you.
anyways, and he lays the drinks out, and best of luck. And if you would like to hang out after, feel free to. Your drinks are on Mr. Redfield tonight. He has made it quite apparent that he does not want you paying for anything. So, drink, but don't get silly.
Could we eat?
Okay.
What?
Yes.
Then bring one of everything you've got.
Hey.
I'll take everything.
I will have the cook whip that up for you as quickly as he can.
Ayla,
Yes.
probably best to say that Nutter came down with an illness.
But he didn't.
But he
You
did,
killed
though.
him.
He came
I
down with
did
an illness.
He's my
And
brother.
You took his place because you knew how important.
I am
This
not part of
mission
this
was-
conversation.
No. Yes, you're fine.
Good evening. And he leaves.
Why won't no one believe the actual truth?
That the envelope flew into your hands.
It literally did. It was raining outside. He's careless. He's
How
nearly
come
blown
the
himself up.
letter's
Like, I
not
think this
wet?
is the 5th time.
Oh,
What?
you look normal.
Oh,
He said no silliness.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you look stranger than you did.
Trying to
Relax.
be like Leo.
Slouch a little bit. Leo, he's
He's
erect
proper.
like you are.
He looks like a proper gentleman.
Thank you.
Minus the 10 shirts that
Minus
he has
the-
around his back. Yeah.
That lazy eye.
It's a sleepy eye.
Did you notice?
I didn't say anything.
I saw it wander.
It doesn't.
You said sleepy and I said lazy.
It doesn't wander.
Mm.
Unless they both do.
Well, I'm gonna be looking out the door, like down the hallway, and be like, I just hope this meeting can wrap up a little quickly. I don't want to lose all the customers. I'm
Listen,
busy.
we're getting more money with this than you are with playing your silly little
Well,
game.
I haven't agreed to this. This is more of an inquiry, right
So,
here.
about this time, you hear, like, the front doors open. Nothing really changes in the room, but you do hear a very heavy and distinct
That must be our man.
coming across the main room. You see Julius flash from out behind the kitchen, and you hear him muttering to somebody, and then you hear a very gruff, and then you see him kind of dash off again. And lastly, you hear the cook in the back throw an absolute temper tantrum over the amount of food that was just requested.
Is
for
that the
one
half
meal.
orc?
Yes. You hear a couple of pans smash, a couple crashing, some choice words, and then you hear cooking recommence. So, at this point,
We fucked up.
would you guys like to take a break before Mr. Redfield comes in the room? And
Yeah.
Okay, because I do have to go to the bathroom.
Nice.
DM's got a peep. Hey.
Ha! That's good.
you never
Alright,
know how
before we get
entertaining
started, shout out to Pocket Bard. This has been a lot of fun. Eric's obviously having a good time with this. So you guys have created something pretty fucking awesome. Pardon my French. That's all.
Or don't.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah. I'm just like staring at the iPad, by the way.
Yeah.
You see me just like staring at the ground like a weirdo.
Can't see it.
Nuts.
Major W.
That's like headbutted this fucking thing.
What did you headbutt?
The
This metal
knobby
peen.
bit.
The
Oh!
knobby bit.
The metal key.
Oh
Alright.
god,
The
that would
channel.
Thanks, Mom.
So one thing
Hurt me
that
all over again.
I forgot to mention
My elbow. Jesus.
during the last part of this session. So some of the stuff for Dio I accidentally put under traits instead of his like appearance or whatever. But
That's okay.
to mention, he seems a little stoned. a good portion
Just
of
a
the
little?
time. So that's why I was like, you two would probably hit it off.
I like 'em.
A little stone, just kind of like really relaxed.
This is Mr. Robert.
No, this
Dio.
is Dio. This is
Oh,
stuff I forgot to
Dio.
mention for
oh.
I
Dio.
wrote that down as Julius.
Because Dio will reoccur, so you guys
Julius
kind
is a
of need to
fucking
know
hot
these
ass
things.
bisexual tiefling.
You already know that he has all the drugs and poisons available, and like ingredients,
Drugs?
Dex?
Yeah.
No.
Like-
Who invited you?
recreational and to kill shit. And yeah, he, as you know, just kind of disappears randomly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's not exactly tied down.
Right.
But we don't know
Um,
that.
No, you don't. Only
Yeah.
Jules would know that.
Only Jules.
I do a lot of things. That's funny.
And also, this didn't really
Natural
happen.
one.
I want to mention it though because I don't know if he'll come back up before you meet him potentially again. The things in his pockets and his backpack. If somebody were to rip his jacket open, that isn't him. All the shit just disappears. So
This magic.
yeah,
Very nice.
including his backpack, it will just seal back up instantly, and anybody who opens it that's not him, it's just a backpack. It's just empty pouches basically.
Right.
And then like physically empty. It's not like an illusion or something. It's legitimately it's just gone.
Right.
So it's like a pocket thing, or a pocket dimension in his jacket.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just some stuff that I forgot to mention about Dio.
Right on.
The rhino.
Yeah, without further ado, if you guys want to jump back into it.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Cool. I want to make this a little bit more.
Absolutely, mate.
So,
Looking for big jewels?
about this,
Jules has big jewels.
so you hear that
Yeah.
coming across the floor of the tavern.
Somebody clean it up.
While you guys are chatting, you don't really notice too much about it. It's just the air in the room kind of shifted a little bit, and Julius is kind of like running around very, like, you can tell he's on a high alert. So yeah, your food kind of comes out, and about the same time, the half-orc disappears. Which, by the way, he just like slammed it on the table, and it kind of spattered a little bit, and he goes back to the kitchen.
Kayla immediately goes eating.
Before Redfield comes in, can I like abruptly brush all the ashes out of Jules's face fur?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
You guys have like 5 seconds
Yeah.
before.
Thank you.
She'll press
compose
digitation
yourselves.
again.
Tulips.
So
Ooh.
about the time that Katarina is done
Fuck it up.
cleaning Jules up as best she can, a very large but very clean shaven, has a very clean, close crop, like pure white beard, white hair, kind of neatly done. Imagine like a very classy old grandpa with a full head of white hair.
Santa Claus?
Yeah, he's definitely old, but not past his prime. He's probably in his 60s, but you still, from the what you're seeing, you don't want to fuck with him. He has a very commanding presence.
Old man strength.
Hmm?
Old man strength.
Yeah, he's just a very, I can't think of the word right now, but imposing, I
Zaddy.
guess, individual. He wears, as his name, he is a Redfield, and their house has adopted the color red with gold trim. So he's wearing a red with gold trim, almost like tapestry over his shoulders, across his chest. And under his chest, he's wearing, it's kind of weird because he's just in a tavern, but he's wearing like a chest plate with like some cloth draped over that as well. It's very clean, and it's very reminiscent of a gentleman who was a general in one of the 4 militaries for a while, and then has retired, and now is using his connections to mass a lot of wealth. And yeah, he walks with a slight limp on his right side, I think. Yeah, and he has a cane that is oddly whitish in color, but is clearly carved. But the white gives you the idea that was carved from one piece of bone. And then he's got kind of like a cloak that kind of drapes over his back. And then lastly, he has a very beautifully adorned bastard sword on his left side.
Come again?
What's a bastard sword?
It's
What is
a
it?
1.5-handed sword. It's a sword that you can wield with one hand and then fuck somebody up if you decide to add a second hand. So
Usually you do.
it's like a very like combat and duelist sword. So yeah, he's very that's what you see, and he comes into the room and kind of surveys the room and sees the 4 of you looking at him, and he goes, "Good evening," and kind of hobbles over to the table, or not really hobbles, but yeah, he just in
Limp.
his how he carries himself, and he sits down to the table with you, and you keep in mind you're sitting at a round table. He does not position himself like he is the head of the table.
Good evening.
Sorry?
Good evening.
Good evening. You must be Katarina.
Correct.
You must be Mr. Jules.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
I don't recall you.
So, what had happened? My brother Nutter got your letter, and he really wanted to come, but the rain. He fell ill. He started coughing, and he gave it to me, and he's like, "Look."
He takes his
you
cane.
need to-"
I don't want excuses. I just want to know why you are here.
Because I need the money.
You must be
Leonis
Mr.
Pelenio. Yes, sir. Good to meet
He
you,
reaches out
Mr.
at like a plate gloved hand and shakes your hand. Like,
Mr. Roberts. Good to
little
finally put a name to a
aggressively.
face. Face to a name. Excuse me.
well, we'll find a use for you, I'm sure.
I mean, he taught me some explosives and stuff, and I'm more managed than he is. Like, I can actually blow something up and not blow myself up, unlike him.
Well, good, because as long as you can put a hole in a wall, it will be quite...
Oh, the wall won't even see me coming.
hole in
That's
a
the
wall.
thing.
That's what she said.
Hole in the wall, Mr. Robert.
Yeah. Right.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You remove a section.
Glory hole.
Of
Right. Well, no, I'm just but a humble bard trying to grow my music collection, so I'm just making sure it's the right job for me before I agree.
You're here because you have a way with your tongue, and not in the fanciful way.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh God.
Control yourself, Mr. Jules.
Oh, guys.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, some could say.
Comes in handy. Mr. Nutter,
Ayla Thistletop. Nutter's my brother.
Can we just
Yes, I know
establish
who
what
your
name
progeny
we're going to be
is.
calling him?
Ayla
Ayla.
Thistletop.
Hey, okay. Just
I'm
one
referring to Mr. Nutter, your brother, was quite good at
yes.
exploding things.
Um,
That is a skill that you might need on this voyage.
I just said he taught me how to explode things, but I can actually do it without harming myself.
Good. As long as you can do that, you will serve useful. And I'm sure you have other skills that Mr. Nutter did not have, so this could be in the benefit of the party.
You're welcome.
He looks at
And she bows because she saw him do it.
And I'm gonna.
Mr. Jules.
Towards you,
You are my wild card.
Not the wild card, bitches.
Oh. Can I slouch?
You may do whatever you like,
Sweet. Okay. Thank
but
you.
I have heard of you and your condition,
I knew it.
and it can serve useful.
Deuces is great.
I very much so hope that you and Mr. Deuces come out of this
Oh, okay.
in the best means possible. But
Yes, sir.
I suggest that you
Actually,
control yourself and Mr. Deuces. Otherwise,
I just picked up some medicine. We're fine.
well, I would hate for anything to happen to you
Me
or the
too.
rest of the party or what you are retrieving. Should Mr. Deuces lose control of himself?
Only in emergencies.
oh, what is this Mr. Deuce's thing?
It depends.
Miss Isla, were you? Excuse me. Wait, is there something that you need to say?
Yes, if I'm going to make sure, is there a fifth party? I'm just, making sure of all fingers and toes and people are accountable. So, if I blow something up and
You should not need
it's like,
more
oh,
than
oh
what
no,
is
Deuces
sitting at
was
this
there
table
because no
right
one
now.
told Ayla that Deuces exists.
Everyone poops.
What?
Okay.
Quite.
Random.
Poop is poop. Food is food.
And she shoves more food in her mouth.
Miss Katerina, or Mrs. Katerina, I do not know. You hold quite a few skills that will become very useful. And I would like you to know that my coffers are open to you for whatever supplies you might need for your poisons, toxins, and
Perfect.
spells. I understand they can be quite expensive. And you are in a town that might have a lot, but knows how to charge a lot.
Mm,
So
thank you.
do not hesitate to ask. So, I assume you all would like to know why you're here.
Please.
Sure.
There is a very precious package of mine that has gone. May I help you, Mr. Jules?
Cough. I smoked before I came in. I'm so sorry.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that.
Certain
I
words
understand
are
that
triggers.
Mr. Julius probably requested that you open a window.
I cracked it.
One of the reasons why I
Julius
appreciate
is a
this
good man.
I haven't smoked since he said.
This package of mine has gone missing in the northern part of Flaundrane. I am unaware of exactly which island it is, but it was on a ship called Vanessa's Respite.
Does Ayla
Respite?
recognize this ship name?
Roll a history check.
Can I also do that?
What was the name?
Yes.
Vanessa's
If you would like to roll a history check or lump them all into one,
God
go
damn
for
it.
it.
This die is weighted. 9.
9.
Doesn't matter.
Vanessa's Spite. That's what
Respite.
Respite. What are we rolling for?
History check.
Oh shit, we
Stand
got
by.
this?
You can all roll a
14.
because you're all from all over the place.
14?
I don't have my dice jail.
Fucking Jules.
No,
kids.
17.
Jesus!
So who got what?
I got a 14.
9.
14,
Doesn't
17.
matter.
17. Okay, you had to be a 15. So
Okay.
Jules recognizes the name Vanessa's Respite is a moderately well-known trade ship. It carries a lot of very expensive, precious, time-sensitive things across the great ocean of Emora.
Drugs?
Sorry,
Drugs?
it could be anything. It's basically a ship for hire,
Okay.
but it's the people who've been across the ocean several times, they kind of hear about it and where it, like, not really where it's going. It's just it's a known ship. So Jules would know that, but nobody else would.
But my ears tickled.
I was just gonna. Any distinguishing
I like that.
features on this Vanessa's respite?
Respite.
Okay. That's okay.
This is Mr. Redfield speaking.
Okay. I accept it.
Okay. It is gold adorned.
Okay. Is it large?
At least the upper railings.
Is it large?
It's a typical size trade vessel, not the biggest thing out there, but
Medium.
distinguishing features.
What kind of flag does it fly?
It flies a flag of Flaundrane. It's a Flaundrane ship.
Are we looking for the ship or the package?
You're looking for the package, but the package was aboard the ship. And depending on what happened to the ship, no wreckage has been spotted, no debris and debris in the ocean.
Debris.
Oh God, help me.
Is there another one named Deborah?
There's been no debris spotted in the ocean. And no sighting of the ship anywhere else in any of the many ports.
And the last it was seen was up north?
Yes. To the northern tip of Flaundrane.
Oh, the tip.
So your package
The
is on the
Pacific-
tip.
Excuse me?
What? Oh, I pulled a U. That's exactly what you did.
To be exact of roughly where the ship went down is an island called Muntepi Isle.
One more time?
How do you
Yeah,
spell
none of us got that.
Muntepi.
that? Montepi.
Muntepi.
Oh, that's close.
Oh, not me at
I don't know
all.
why.
I do it phonetically.
Montepi Island.
Isle.
Isle.
Yeah, it's
And
the main island is quite large, and then there's like a couple of small islands around it. There are no, like you could go land on them, but you could spit across it basically. So,
Alright. Do we know what kind of unsavory creatures?
Creatures. Is this
humans.
I mean, extremely dangerous
people.
mission, or I'm not really built for combat, Mr. Robert. No, you know, I'm not
quite
trying to make
aware.
excuses, but
Why is he here?
like I said, sometimes you need a quick tongue and a bod's delight to get through a situation
I'm not saying I'm not the man for the
that
job.
certain
and-
individuals might have trouble getting through. Yes, I am looking at the two of you.
I was about to say, I am very. Look at me. I can sneak in very easily. I don't know why you wanted my brother to explode things. That would absolutely tell everybody, look, I'm here. I can sneak into things. I would be perfect for grabbing this package, which looks like what, by the way?
This package is my daughter Vanessa.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yes.
That's a major detail. We would
That
have
is a major detail. I'm thinking, like, this big.
Yeah,
No,
you
that's a
didn't
person.
say it was a human.
I thought it was a sword.
No.
Oh,
The
shit.
ship Vanessa's Respite is named after my daughter Vanessa. It is my ship. I do not care for the ship, only for my daughter's safe return.
Do we get the ship if we bring the daughter back?
That is a good question.
If the ship is intact, Mr. Jules, you may do with it as you please.
I would give it back to you on good honor.
Question about the.
I don't think that is going to be a problem.
Question about the 4,000 gold. Is that split amongst us, or we each get?
That is 4,000 gold that you might share amongst yourselves. Should somebody not make it back, you may split it as you see fit. But upon your return, you shall receive 4,000 gold, whomever shall show.
Oh.
And to follow up on this Katarina's inquiry, what kind of dangers are we maybe talking about here? You don't know? I mean,
That is for
no
you
reason.
to find out,
No one.
Mr. Leonidas.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to lay,
Leonidas.
my brain. Excuse me, my brain. This is just a. Well, it's a wave of emotion right now. I'm excited, and I'm also
Terrified.
not really made for combat, but I'm assuming these three are the combat ones, right, guys? I'm here to keep up the good tunes and vibes.
We don't need a team song.
We got an invitation, so
You will not be going alone.
we must.
I would not send the four of you into the many islands of Flaundrane alone. I am assured that none of you would make it back.
Oh, I've sailed
You
many
will be given passage on one of 3 ships, so be your choosing. You will be given with only enough money for the supplies that you see fit for such a trip. There are many shops in the port of Elias. You should not need for anything.
Do we just name drop
Name drop.
to purchase said supplies, or
Sorry, like which shops?
no, your name?
Your name.
Oh. And he's like, yes, I did not think about that. And so he's gonna like pull out like a little piece of parchment, like a nice piece of paper, and it's got kind of like a gold. What is it when you?
Filigree?
Insignia?
No, it's like around like a
Filigree.
border. That I don't know what the official name is, but it's like a golden trim around the piece of parchment with his insignia at the bottom of it, and he just writes down the information like the debt is owed to yada yada yada, and for like leaving a place for each business that you go to sign and add up however much money you will need, and then he's gonna put that onto the center of the table. Like that should get you anything that you need. Now do be aware, these shop owners know exactly how much it takes to get across the ocean on one of these adventures.
But we would never.
But do they know how much the black powder costs? That can be a pretty penny.
That will not be a problem.
All right.
There's enough black powder in this city to blow it to hell.
Oh, see, it's a good thing my brother wasn't here. He'd get all twitchy if he heard that.
So, the particular shops that you will probably want to visit is New Lumberton Supply Company.
Hey.
General goods for general purposes. Mr. Lumberton is quite proud of his expanding business.
It should be.
It is run by a Mr. Samuel Bigsby.
Really?
Meant to say
Samuel.
Bigsley. Sorry.
Bigsley?
Bigsley?
Is that the ginger? Oh.
Is he not?
I thought he was ginger.
Yeah.
I thought he was redheaded.
Oh no, this is his descendant.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's, yeah, okay, fair point.
Bigsby?
I'm
Bigsby.
referencing the Samuel from Lumberton.
Samuel.
So,
General
the next shop that you might want to peruse would be Shayla's Spells and Trinkets. It is run by a Mrs. Shayla Zindrell. She is quite a handful, but is also very polite. So, treat her as you would like to be treated. And lastly, there's Long John Coppers.
Long John. What?
Copper?
Okay.
John Silver.
Oh, no.
Old John John.
Is the local smithy run by a Mr. John Coppers, also known as Johnny Coppers
Fuck you,
or
Eric.
Mr. Johnny. You would like to
Coffers or coppers?
Coppers.
Oh, I
As
get
in
my
the
F's and my
money
P's
coppers.
mixed up.
If you need to acquire any different weapons from what you currently have on you, or make any modifications to any said weapons on you, he would be the gentleman to see.
Well,
However,
another time.
I suggest you only swap your weapons, as he is a very proficient smithy, but not the fastest smithy.
Yes.
Are there any questions?
Oh,
Which one would have the black powder? The Bigsby fella?
That would be the New Lumberton Supply Company.
you said you wouldn't send the 4 of us without things, not a person, not an extra person with us. No, yeah, never mind.
Is it just the 4 of us, or are anybody joining?
You will be accompanied by the deckhands and sailors of whichever ship you shall choose.
Oh,
However, they will not accompany you on the immediate offshore mission.
Good.
Only in you getting there,
Right.
a smaller presence is most definitely the better presence in many scenarios.
I
Agree? Oh! I like you.
I like you!
As we said, you might not be Mr. Nutter, but we will find a use for you yet.
I'm already saying I will be more helpful than my crazy brother.
Mr. Redfield, do we just check in with any ship captain on the deck or on the docks, excuse me? Or do you
Which
have
one?
a couple you're assigning to us?
yeah, which
There
one
are
do you
3
think's the best ship?
ships
Yeah,
Under-
how are we to choose?
that are currently in port that I can acquire passage for you on under the current circumstances. The first first
First
ship
First
shit
shit of the night.
is the best shit of the night.
The first ship is the Golden Gale. She is a trade ship.
Golden Gale.
She's not the fastest in the fleet, but she's faster than most
To get the job done.
and can defend herself
It's not about
upon
speed, it's how you use it.
any unsavory circumstances that you might run into on the seas between Port Elias and where you're going. You would be looking for Captain Ainsley. Full name Franklin Ainsley.
More notes.
Frank.
The ship's name is what? Gale?
Golden Gale.
Golden Gale.
Golden Gale.
Golden Corral.
I like
Golden
I
Corral.
love double sounding names that are just like
J. Jonah
that.
Jameson.
Next, you can look for the Blackadder.
Nice.
Ooh.
This is a trade ship as well. And he kind of gently looks over his shoulder. This is not exactly a trade ship, however. This is a blockade runner,
What does that mean?
disguised as a trade ship. It's very fast.
Bootleggers?
Yes. It's a very quick ship. It will make your travel times very expeditious.
That sounds...
However, this ship is not armed, as cannons and defenses are quite heavy, cumbersome, and can slow your vessel down. This ship is made for one purpose: get things that should not be going places to those places.
Me like it.
So, you will be looking for... Why did I do this to myself? Captain Zaneri.
Oh, that sounds
Sorry,
like
are you
canary.
sure that's his name?
Her full name
Oh.
Did you just assume?
is Natrissa Zaneri.
Mary, alright.
And I suggest you
She,
keep your
her.
wits about
Yes,
you
yes, I'm
around
writing it
her.
now.
She does not put up with your shit.
No juices.
The ship's name is what? The Black what?
The Blackadder.
Black
Adder?
Adder.
Yeah.
Like the snake?
Like ADDER.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. I'm just making
exactly
sure I'm
like
hearing
this.
you right.
And then lastly, there's Mr. Captain Tuck of the Crimson Tide.
I thought that was the name of the ship.
Mr. Captain Tuck.
The ship is named Mr. Captain Duck.
Crimson Tide.
Mr. Tuck's full name is Manny Tuck,
Yeah.
but he prefers Captain
Me
Tuck.
right now.
The Crimson Tide is one of only 2 ships that I can call upon that carry quite an armament.
So a heavy defense.
The ship is very large. It is one of 8 warships of Flaundrane.
Oh, it's a warship.
Yes.
Okay.
Speed.
This ship might not get you where you're going fast, but it is
Safely.
going to get you there. And it's going to make sure that whatever is between you and your destination does no longer exist between you and your destination.
So what I'm hearing is either safely to the destination or harmed and fastest way to the destination.
It's a mystic.
No?
So,
I'm not hearing that. Yeah.
depending on
I
what
mean,
you choose,
Yeah.
Fast, maimed, slow, safe.
No.
It's medium.
Which was the first one
Medium
again?
speed, good defense. So like medium
Golden
defense.
Gale.
Yeah, but
High
what's
speed
what-
on one,
why
low
was she
defense
special?
on
Yeah.
the, so
She's
the blockade
safe,
runner.
but
she's
slow.
a generally
She's
agile
safe,
but
slow.
defendable trade ship.
You can
She will not
dodge.
draw any attention. It is one of thousands of ships on the sea currently ferrying
I'd
goods
say
to and from.
Blackadder.
Oh, I see
It was
Blackadder.
captain on the Crimson Tide.
Captain Tuck.
Talk that time.
Captain Tuck is just a side. Not in game or anything. Would Captain Tuck be related to Captain Tabs? No. Okay, alright, just checking.
Okay, well, if we're
Good
not
question.
in gaming, did you realize Crimson Tide when you were naming that?
Yes.
Why? How dare you?
I thought it was hilarious.
So funny.
Go sports.
a penis.
Yeah, good for you.
So, anyways, those are your
Ah.
ships.
Okay.
You may choose amongst yourselves. It is not my choice which ship you go on. If it were,
Wonderful.
if it
Thank you for that
were
help.
my opinion, Miss Katerina, I would tell you to take the blockade runner.
Yeah, I think we already, whispered it.
The warship will get you there, but even the biggest ships can be sunk.
It's true. Good point.
So that is my 2 cents.
Um,
Do you have any questions?
Yes. What does Vanessa look like?
That's a good one.
He kind of looks at you and she's my daughter. She has a relatively similar face to his.
Okay.
What color is her
I just
hair?
need
I'm assuming
hair.
she's not white.
She's blonde.
Okay.
Blonde hair. Hazel eyes. Very fair.
Okay.
Too tired.
How old is she?
The next thing he
Great
kind of
question.
Cool your tits.
looks to the side and goes, "Mr. Julius, would you please come here?"
Yes, please come.
Julius comes around the corner. He's like, "Yes, may I help you?" And he looks at Julius and goes, Fetch the picture in your room." And Julius goes around the corner and comes back with a picture of her.
Okay.
"Do you mean this picture?" And he's like, "Yes, I mean that picture, Julius." And he's like, "No, this is Vanessa.
Is she your wife?
Betrothed.
She is not my wife. We had a short fling that ended abruptly.
And you
Feels
kept the picture.
Safe saying that word.
I
in
was
front of
allowed
her
to keep
father?
the picture.
You were allowed to keep the picture, but she's not. You guys aren't doing anything. It's just kind of creepy. Just saying. But, they kind of moved on. She's moved on, and he's keeping the picture. I'm saying there's plenty of fish in the ocean.
She gave me the picture to keep. Almost just
Maybe
I
he's
take my
fishing
words
off the
back.
Wrong pier.
I take my wrong.
And
my
Mr.
words.
Redfield was very kind in letting me keep it.
How old is Vanessa?
Vanessa is 25.
Okay.
This is
And she is
ki-
human.
Yeah,
or-
did you describe? She is
She's a
hot.
blonde
Mr. Redfield
hottie,
is
He's
human.
he's
He's a human fighter.
He's a human
And-
fighter. Okay.
Like, particular.
Old Robert.
Cool.
And then Julius disappears back around the corner. With his beloved picture.
With his beloved.
Oh, he has been hurt.
Yeah.
Who hurt you, Julius?
That man hurt.
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
So, back to Mr. Enfield. Does anybody have any questions for me? I'm quite tired, and I would like to retire to my home.
Hey, you asked us. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No questions from me.
Actually, question.
Oh.
Where should we stay tonight?
You may stay here. I've already arranged for you to have 2 to 4 bedrooms
I was gonna call that corner.
as you see fit.
2 bedrooms.
If you would like 2 bedrooms, I do not know your relationship statuses, but there are 4 bedrooms available.
Relate.
All the boys getting together.
He said 4 bedrooms.
Oh.
2 to 4. I'm okay with anything. I've slept in very small. I mean, I don't take up much
I'll take
space.
4 bedrooms.
4.
Ooh,
Very well.
my own bedroom. This is a first.
Although Julius did say they were booked, but that you had already booked them. Okay, all right.
The rooms that are booked for you are available for you.
I got
There are no other rooms available, however. So shall you desire a 5th bedroom, you will
Oh,
not be able
no.
to acquire it.
Who would stay in there? Deuces?
That's funny.
That was fun.
One finally.
Don't get
Sorry.
that.
What?
Never mind.
It was funny.
If he kills me, I'm gonna kill you.
Find that quite difficult, as you'll be dead.
Hey, you never know what the afterlife holds. Just kidding. Totally joking.
So, any more questions?
No.
No?
Thank you
No more
for this
Sure.
opportunity to prove.
You have nothing to prove. See it as an opportunity to expand your wealth in an ever-growing vacuum of wealth.
Yes, to prove the wealth. That's what I meant.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Oh.
Well, cheers to that.
Oh, sorry,
For
Mr.
Wealth
Redfield.
and your
Mr. Redfield
daughter.
holds up just a
Oh.
glass of water.
Safe
It's a Twizzy.
It's a twizzy.
And he sets it back on the table.
I have this thing where I could contact you. So if I need help, or we need help, don't be surprised if you hear my voice sporadically.
May contact me, but the only help I will be able to provide
Or
will take you several days to get to.
or if I say acquire the package, would you like to know that immediately?
Yes,
Okay then, don't be surprised.
I will not be surprised.
Sassy.
That's all.
I've had many a whisper in my head before.
Mm,
Me too.
that sounds like a story I don't want to hear.
No, you don't.
Uh,
Some of those whispers were snuffed out long ago, but they still echo.
maybe they were careless whispers.
Well, I've got nothing else, so if you need to be on your way, I don't want to hold you up.
Yes, sir, I'm good here. 2 thumbs up from me.
He smiles very polite, old man, grumpy old man smile.
Yes. Go to bed early.
And as he gets up, you kind of hear a couple pops. His knees don't bend like they used to. And he gets up and he stands kind of against his cane and he says, "I truly wish you the best. I have maybe acquired a poor name around this town because I have sent many adventurers and mercenaries off into the Isles and many do not return. I assure you, that is not from my carelessness. That That is from their own carelessness.
Are you saying we're not the first to go find Vanessa?
How many have you sent? How long has she been
Yeah,
missing?
no, this is good and critical information.
Vanessa has been missing for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's not too bad.
This is very recent, but it is not the first job that I have acquired such hope.
And normally those groups don't come back.
Stay away.
It depends.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable about it for my own life.
My track record is in the positive.
But
People tend to notice when others disappear, and I am assuring you, it is of not my doing. It is of their own carelessness.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll see how it goes.
We got it.
If anything, I come away with a good story from this.
And a
Can
thousand
I
gold.
insight check LP
One more.
to see like why he's so flighty? Yeah. That's his name to me.
Are you trying
Oh.
to...
17
Hiding.
plus what? 18.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm
Okay,
not
I
a
just
fighter.
wanna,
I'm not a
I
fighter.
want
I'm
to
a
know
bard.
why he's so nervous.
He just flighty.
flighty.
He's just a nervous
I'm a
boy.
bard. I don't fight. That's not what I
Okay.
do. That's the only reason.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I'm gonna take this
trying-
information and
yeah.
then Katerina is gonna be like, why the fuck was he invited? And just keep it to yourself.
Literally that, he's
Yeah.
supposed to be kind of like a face man.
I know Kristen knows, but stop. This is me.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Role play.
I'm trying to make it very clear that Bart would be on this to be like
Yes,
the face
yes.
man.
It was necessary. For roleplay.
That's like a voice, huh?
Yes.
I had to really scratch my brain and be like, why the fuck would a Bard be on?
I'm still trying to rack my brain. Why do you need the explosions guy? But
Why do we need a rogue?
Explosion.
get in, get out,
Yeah.
and take something.
We
Yeah.
100% need a rogue.
Different than
No, I
than
said the
explosions.
explosions guy. That's
Oh,
my
the
brother.
explosions
Yeah.
guy. Oh.
He
But he
didn't
was
invite
also
the
kind
rogue.
of like
Isn't he
rogue-y.
roguey?
Yeah.
Jeez.
He
I
was
know
just-
nothing
he
about
was stowed
Nutter.
away on that ship with you.
I
so
know
he's
nothing about
kind of-
Nutter. He's my brother.
I wrote I had siblings, but I didn't name them.
He's your Nutter
This is
brother.
your first
He's my
finding out
nutter
about
brother.
He's my brother from another Nutter.
Alright,
He
so
is my brother from another mother.
Mr. Redfield stands up. He nods to you politely, and then he, in just one motion, turns and leaves this establishment. And
Wait. I'm gonna chase him out the door.
Oh my god.
Hey, go.
he's just walking.
Go,
What are you doing?
I thought you would never leave.
I'm gonna hand you a potion and be like, this should help with your creaking and cracking.
Oh.
Just trust me.
He takes the potion from you, and he kind of shakes it.
Courtesy of the Romanov family. Yeah.
And much appreciated. If it
Thank you
ends
for the
up
opportunity.
working out, very good possibility that I would like to acquire more of these.
Do you know where I am?
And he
Good
puts it in his pocket and makes his way out the front door.
Guys,
And that's it.
What?
rooms?
We got about 5 seconds before Julius pops back up into the room, and it's just like you can tell he's a little like the stress is gone, but he's like still very back into his like composed self. So I see you. Would you like another round, Mr. Julius?
Can I have two?
2.
Oh,
What
another
happened?
for me, please.
What's the
Another
time?
for you.
What was the surprise? Did I miss it?
2 of the one that I just got you, and
What you said? What was the surprise? Did I miss it?
What surprise?
I don't know. He was coming back with surprise. You were like, surprise me.
I thought it was cream pie.
I thought it was like fireworks or something.
It was alcohol.
Oh, that's boring.
No.
I brought him a Port Elias port.
A what?
Port Elias port.
Isn't that just a? Okay.
It's a porter.
Alright, I'll take one.
If you'd like one, I can get one for you too. So that is 3 Port Elias ports. Would you like another?
No more alcohol for me. I got a performance to put on in about 3 minutes down that hallway.
Yes, quite. We're all
Really?
waiting.
Oh, I'd love to see that actually.
Yes, Leona's plenty of the greats.
The
As
lion.
for
The lion,
the
right?
lion.
Katerina, would you like any beverage, tea, water?
I mean, I would like the Spider Queen's Delight, but I don't think you have any of that, so
I'm sorry, we do.
yeah, that's okay.
That is liquor that is unavailable to us at this time.
Good to know. I'm good. All right. I'm gonna keep myself straight to listen to LP over here.
Well, I am off to get my beverages. Talk amongst yourselves. We await your performance.
Yes, I'll
Mr.
be
Leo.
right out there. Yes, sir.
And if you would like to peruse the crowd, enjoy yourselves, have at it.
Do not steal anything.
However,
I don't
we
want you
are
to look at
doing
me.
last call in 30 minutes. After that, your rooms are paid for.
Actually, Julius, can
Yes.
I get some, just like a little cup of that special? No, liquor.
The
I
special
have some
liquor.
too.
Oh, never
And
mind.
he puts his hand on his flask in his front vest pocket. He goes, "My liquor."
You told me about it.
What? Would you like a sip of this liquor?
What?
And he pulls it out and he
Oh.
just hands you the flask.
What kind of liquor do you have?
It's it's strong, like real strong. And he takes it
Good.
and he just gives you a good
Alright.
wink and he sips it and kind of and just puts it back in his pocket.
Good stuff. Ayla is taking a sip of his whatever he has.
Very good. Me too.
Woo!
Here's the cat from the
This is even else quantity.
Oh, is this the same thing?
No, this is mine. I
It's
made this.
really strong. Woo!
Actually, Mr. Jules, I would. Wow, words just left me.
You want some more?
Yes.
I'm not surprised.
He
That's highly
pulls over a little glass and pours just a shot into it, and then slides that back to you. Doesn't drink it; it just disappears around the corner.
Maybe one day.
And you notice that he's kind of behind the bar, mixing up the tea that he gave her, and just doing his own thing with it.
You're drunk in your drink.
Oh, good stuff.
Good
You
stuff.
ready?
Oh my goodness.
So at this time, you guys can just mingle if you would like.
You feeling?
Well, if you would all like to
Absolutely.
follow me out to the main
Front row
room,
seat to this.
I'll put on a show for us. And he'll walk down the hallway, pull his lute out, and you can see him strumming, tuning it out. He's walking
Excited
there.
for that.
Yeah.
Ay.
Play my favorite.
So he'll assess the room. So what's the room looking like? Let me roll for perception. If it's I'm looking to see if it's crowded.
I would. Okay, roll for roll perception check.
14.
14. Okay, so
He's trying to see what kind of crowd it is, depending.
Kind of
He's trying to
characters.
figure out
So you
how
know what to
his
play.
performance is gonna be.
Yeah.
So there's still a good amount of people in here. It's definitely an establishment where they do last call, but it's last call.
Yeah.
There's a considerable amount of people still hanging out, still having a good time. They're pretty drunk.
Yeah.
They're, at this point, you're looking at 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Nobody in this room has had less than about 3 beverages.
He'll look at if Julius is behind the bar. He'll look at Julius
Sure.
and do the thumbs up to see. He's pointing to see if he can go up on the stage or wherever their higher area, where most parts would.
He just kind of sees your thumbs up as he's turning around with what basically looks like a hot toddy.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll put you on the table.
And he's
Yeah.
just gonna look at you and be like,
All right.
just kind of a nod of go for it.
And I'll.
And he's just gonna, it's on the bar top, just loud enough that everybody can hear it. And they kind of turn and look at him. He's like, tonight we have a very special entertainment.
Prestidigitation fireworks.
Ooh.
Prestidigitation fireworks.
I'll join.
We after many a night, we've been graced with 2 bards tonight. One is he kind of listens and you can hear some
Dumpy.
One is currently predisposed. So we have Mr. Leo,
Woo!
Leona's
The lion, the lion.
Yeah,
who
Pete.
will be providing us with some end of evening entertainment.
Get it.
Please feel free to gather around, sit at your tables, or toss him a couple
Sit
of coin.
in the laps.
Yeah, toss a coin right here, and he'll like pull out. I mean, I didn't think about this before. He'll pull out like some sort of like small box he has, and he'll just like put it on the. If am I standing on a table or like the bar, or what do you want me to stand on?
So yeah, there's like some tables. There's like a
Yeah.
sort of like a stage. It's more like a little. I wouldn't say a box, but it's a very small, definite like 1 maybe 2 person stage.
Yeah.
That you could get up on, but it's got some like drunk people that are kind of like just leaning up against.
I'll stand on like a table in the middle of the room if that's possible, or if I see like a couple guys, I'll like, gentlemen, can I borrow your table?
Just kind of. Who the fuck are you?
Leonis Polinior, and I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and already step up on the table while they're trying to figure out what they're gonna say.
By all means, and they like kind of grab at their drinks
Yeah.
and like pull them and just kind of like push back from the table and look at you like, hey. Drink a little bit.
Yeah, so I'll pull my lute out, and that's what I'm planning. I'll like get a little strum going. I got a song. I got a song. But I got a short song. But just to set the mood, I like kind of jam real quick on the lute, or just like strum it really good.
As one does.
Hang on just one
Yeah, strum that thing.
Let me find a
Strum
blank
that
piece of paper.
Strum it really good.
He's good with his hands.
I can't wait to see what the tongue can do.
All musicians are. My experience. Hey.
Sorry. Are you?
What that tongue do?
Not really.
You need to crack
Okay,
that.
what is
I'm trying to figure out where I'm at, you know, for the night.
What does that mean?
If we're gonna be wrapping it up soon, then I'm
true.
not gonna.
Oh,
wrap
it is
up.
10.
I just don't know.
We can wrap it up pretty quick, or I've got like
No, I mean it's up to you
2
guys.
things that you could do, but they're not like mission critical. It's kind of like time fillers if we need it. Alright, so real quick,
Yeah.
you gotta make 3 checks
Yeah.
to see how pumped you can get this crowd or how much they enjoy it.
Okay.
Performance, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're all gonna be
Crowd.
performance checks.
Yeah.
Depending on what you do with that, you can actually. I'm gonna give you like a little bonus rolling into the next check. With the
Okay.
final check being like the how do you end this?
Yeah.
You might drop, walk out, or
Yeah.
whatever.
You gotta trough it.
Ooh, we haven't had a trough roll tonight.
Maybe.
Have not.
I'm liking my digital rolls right now.
Fair enough.
Chonker.
So I'm gonna
Ryan.
like kind of just as
Ryan in
I'm
the
starting up, I'm just gonna kind of be like, and how was the asking the crowd like, and how was the last bod? And be like, was she any good? Boo! I hear some boos out there.
Pronunciation making my voice.
She's not. She's good on the skin flute. Just like falls over.
I'm gonna say, now that I have heard, and he'll like do the ludicrous.
And they go. Ah!
Yeah.
Good for her.
So yeah, he'll be like, all right, well, I'm gonna get things going for us tonight to wrap this fucking night up. And so yeah, he'll like start playing on his flute, and he'll be like, I need everyone to get their boots going on the ground, and he'll start stomping his foot on the table and stuff like that.
He's like one drunk guy who's like kind of.
Oh, no. Somebody kill him.
And be
Now.
like, now I see him, maybe a couple sailors in here, maybe a couple fighters, maybe some tradesmen.
You see like some of the like
Yeah.
militia, like individual military groups kind of like cheer and
Yeah.
they're like scowling kind of
Yeah.
at the other guys.
And I'd be like, well, this one's for the military lads. He'd be like, all right, here we go, lads.
Some of them start like clapping
Yeah.
while they're stomping.
Yeah. And be like, oh, come and listen to a humble bard who sings songs and gets you hard. So gather around the table and listen close. I'll tell you how to beat your foes. Slash your swords and strike your foes. Hit 'em in the head and hit 'em in the toe. Poke 'em in the eye and poke 'em in the nose. For the battle is yours. And it'll just kind of do a little, go hand with the loot.
So I'm assuming that was the whole thing.
That was it. But I can do all my rolls.
Get it.
Oh,
That's
That was
awesome.
fantastic.
so
Love that.
right off the rip, for the first like couple, like let's say you kind of repeat this song a few times. This is
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You can go around, you got everybody going. So make your first performance check.
19.
19?
Shoo!
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. So, yeah, you're, like, killing it. You've got the military guys all, like,
Oh,
pumped
yeah.
up. Even some of the locals, like, the regular, like, trade sailors. They're just... Everybody's pumped. They love a good old sea shanty.
Yeah.
So, you got the whole room's attention. You got them all clapping and everything. So, make your second performance check.
25.
25.
Yeah.
Fucking crushing.
God damn, dude.
Good.
Not,
That's the highest one tonight.
Yeah.
not only are you fucking crushing it, you got some people, like, some of the drunk people that are kind of, like, hanging outside.
Ladies
They're
are fainting.
coming in now.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah,
they're like, they want to know what all this commotion's about. Like, who the fuck is this guy who's, like, riling up the crowd?
Yeah.
And you can even see kind of Julius over in the corner, just kind of like
Right,
tapping
getting down with
his
it.
shoulders.
Yeah.
He's listening.
Oh,
He's getting pretty
Can
pulled into
Can
it.
Katerina go around the crowd with like a collection plate?
Oh, nice.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. As he's doing his thing.
You can take the little box I got on my table.
Okay, I'll take
and
his
use
little
that.
box and
Yeah.
like go around for him.
Mhm.
All right, so go ahead and make your third performance check.
17.
17.
Yeah.
That's still good, dog. That's a good one.
You're gonna deny
It was 18.
You're gonna
But
deny me.
like I said, you were fucking you
Yeah.
crushed the first two.
Yeah.
So it's like you while you're strumming, like all of a sudden, like one of your strings just
Yeah.
ping,
Oh,
and it kind of
yeah.
like throws you off for a second. The crowd doesn't notice though because you've already got them all fucking pumped up.
Right.
So it kind of throws you off, but
That's it.
not enough that anybody would really notice. So and you just fucking finish, like you crush it. You do like a whole nother chorus of it,
Yeah.
even without that string, and you've got everybody pumped up. Meanwhile, Katarina's running around, like kind of collecting some coin. You get
Hit you.
Yeah, I guess while I'm like doing this, I'm like jumping back and forth like this around the table, like going in a circle.
Jules go ham.
Dropping low on one leg and high, you know.
Katerina's gonna be like, have you seen Leo the Lion? Well, you have now.
Layla's dancing.
Leo the Lion. Love it.
Tip him.
so in total. Oh yeah, because I did that one silver. You got the equivalent of 3 gold, 7 silver, and copper coins.
Nice.
So
Hey, bud.
3. You said 3 gold.
3 gold, 7 silver.
Nice. Wow.
Good performance, man.
Katarina. I almost started talking like Brenda right there.
I saw
I just said wow.
Yeah.
I said it like that. Yeah. So.
Oh, I keep falling into both. So.
I'd be like, well,
Did you think they fucking like that one?
Did they like it?
Mhm.
Oh my god. They
There's like
did.
dudes like coming over, slap you on the back. Even some of
Yeah.
the military groups that like don't really like each other are still so excited that they don't really care, and they're even getting just close enough to like
There.
yeah.
give you like a.
There
"Ah,
are
that was
so
awesome."
many women, men. And men. Did you see Julius? He was tapping his arm.
That was brilliant.
Looking at you with his brown eyes.
He'll like still kind of be like on the table because he wants to play like a couple more songs. Like I don't have them written, but I can.
Yeah, I'd
I
say
can walk
you
through
keep
it.
like playing
Yeah.
through the night.
Oh, let's
and
go, bro.
But I'll be like lean down to talk to you and be like, you know, the one thing that I fucking love is being a bard, and just start playing a can. And it's like when he's performing, he's a different motherfucker. Like
Oh,
he's
shit.
born to like
He
perform.
ain't scared.
You know what I'm
He
saying? He's
ain't
like
scared.
cussing a little bit more and like just getting a little more rowdy.
You make 89 more copper. Well, that comes
Is
out
that
to
8
8
gold?
silver,
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, what?
9 copper. Yeah. So you make 8 silver more. Just 8.9 copper.
I thought he was gonna say his favorite thing was brown.
I thought he was gonna say gold, but you know,
he's
I guess he didn't make any.
So, in about this time, like as you're wrapping up,
Are you keeping track of the money?
Yeah.
Okay.
as you're wrapping up, Julius comes over, and he's just like, "Well, I don't want to say you surprised me, but you definitely have a set of lungs on you. It was quite an excellent performance. I have not seen this tavern this excited over anything in quite a while. What? Can I help you, Miss Katrina?
No.
I just wanted to give you this for your troubles. And he hands you a gold coin.
Ooh. Wow.
It's like you more than... words are leaving me again. You provided excellent entertainment.
Well, I hope everybody was entertained tonight. And kind of look at you.
And he just kind of like grins a little bit and just kind of walks away. And
Not enough.
oh,
So, anyways, Mike, he'll like continue to play a couple more jovial songs and then like end with a sad song, or like kind of like a wind down for the night since the bar is closing.
yeah.
He's kind of like trying to flow everybody into like, you know, like a natural.
You don't have to go.
We're partying, we're having a good time, and then slower, more sad songs, or like occasional sad songs.
Yeah.
So-
we get it.
You know.
Real quick, as the party was happening, were you by chance doing anything?
I was dancing and
Hooting and hollering.
yeah, definitely hooting and hollering. Just kind of watching patrons though, if they were, keeping an eye
Okay,
on
but you
them.
didn't try any sneaky missiles.
Nah, just observing
Oh, good for you.
for now.
Were either of you? Well, we know you were running
know.
around gathering thing. What were you doing?
Yeah, I want
anything?
that.
I was just trying to get people to do drugs with me.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Can I roll for persuasion?
Hey, you tried this?
yeah. Who? Oh,
should.
for
Many
persuading
as
people
I
to.
can.
Yeah.
How well did my night go? No, right.
More drugs for you.
Okay.
Did you see my
Go for it.
pasta?
I got a
It's
12.
my good luck charm.
No, I got 13.
You've
It's
got like a
staring right at me.
little
Is
group
it?
just hanging out with you
Alright.
that are just like fucking. They're gone. They're in the clouds at this point. Like you're being a seasoned veteran, you're just hanging out right there. But these
My children.
gentlemen are just. They're like. In their chairs.
You could rob them.
Can I draw their
Okay,
faces?
That's what I was
Oh
asking.
fuck yes.
Alright.
Yes, you can draw on their faces. Do you want to make a? Are you trying to do anything in particular, or just
I want to give each of them
Fucking dick.
stupid
silly glasses.
silly glasses? Okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah. Roll a sleight of hand check.
Alright. Come on, baby, don't fuck me with this. Oh, I did not get fucked. 18.
Okay, you had to be an 8.
Alright.
Yes, you. None of them notice at all. They're just completely out of it. And meanwhile, Jules. God damn it! I wish I had not named him Julius.
Julian.
Julius.
Julius. So.
Meanwhile, he's been kind of like sitting over there with his arm, like he's winding down. He's like cleaning glasses and everything, and he's just kind of like enjoying his outro. And he kind of is just like sitting there, just enjoying the night for the first night. It's like it's been a good night for him, regardless of Mr. Redfield's appearance. But he just sees this happening over here, and he just kind of grins and shakes his head, and he just lets you keep doing your thing because at this point they're closed. He doesn't have to worry about it anymore. So. But yeah, would you guys like to do anything else?
Snoozeville, baby doll.
Snoozeville?
Yeah.
I will message my parents and stuff before I go to bed, but that doesn't need to be roleplayed.
What would you like to?
I will.
Oh, you're just saying you message them?
Yeah.
No, okay. Anything in
You know,
particular?
like safe, sound, business done, new business acquired.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
I would also like to message
Hey.
my fucking brother.
The old nutter.
Only if he's in 120 feet. Is my limitation.
If you're sending a magical message, you would not be able to reach him.
Okay, well,
At this point, he is well beyond.
she's gonna try anyway. Just be like, you fucking dumbass. I hope you're safe. Fuck you. But I mean, he doesn't
You,
hear
like,
it.
you just hear.
The caller that you were trying to reach
is not available. Please leave your message at
Please
the
hang
tone.
up and try again.
That was good.
That's it. Yeah.
Cool.
Hey.
You want to do anything?
Yeah, he does.
No,
No, I don't.
just
No,
wrap
I
it
don't.
up,
Oh,
like
shit.
musically.
You should have wrapped it up for safety.
Yeah, you should. Tell a rat.
I never do.
No, that could cause.
Oh, okay. That's a turn.
So, as
An unexpected one.
the crowd leaves the tavern, and Julius says his goodnights to you guys and lets you know if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
At all.
He does basically live at the tavern, so he'll be there. You all head up to your rooms. They're nice. They're not like complete dive tavern kind of rooms. They're actually furnished and comfortable.
Gosh, it's a castle.
You know, like on each one of your beds, there's just like a little chocolate mint, courtesy of Julius.
Yeah, I
That's what
immediately
it
eat
says.
that.
From Julius.
Yeah, it's just like a little
But in his
letter
room,
that
it's love
says from
Julius.
Julius. And he says, "I honestly wish you the best."
Oh my god, he's a
Um,
peach.
And yeah, you all had separate rooms.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So-
Ayla is absolutely spread out.
Dream man.
Yeah, you just hit your beds. You enjoy like a really, really solid night of rest because once Port Elias quiets down, it quiets down. Like people go fuck to bed. They party hard and they sleep hard. So you have a completely restful night, and we'll pick up. I guess right next.
Yeah.
We have picked the dates for next time.
Okay.
Next day.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask, how does it work? Because Katarina only sleeps or
Good night.
meditates for like 4 hours.
Do what?